sorry. I am on my phone right now, so I apologize to everyone listening about my audio quality.
Yeah, no problem. Hey, are you? So tell everybody how you are doing. You have power, yeah?
Yeah, the power is on. We got gas.
Awesome.
How high is the water, Mama? It's 6 feet high and rising, I would say. No, I think the bayou next to our house has increased by 13 inches.
Hello, Legion. My name is William. I'm doing it better.
5 hours.
Wow.
Last night. It has gone down a little bit now.
Good.
I can see my mailbox now.
Awesome. Good.
Yeah, so that's good. We definitely cannot travel. There is absolutely no way to drive anywhere in Houston right now. We're totally locked down. The advice from Houston authorities is if your house starts flooding a couple inches, just deal with it. It's fine.
Okay.
Deal with.
Well,
it would be more dangerous to move from your flooded house at this point
than to deal with the flood, right?
Than to deal with the environmental hazards of the flood everywhere.
Right. Kind of makes sense, you know? I kind of agree.
Right.
Yeah.
A couple inches of water, you're not going to die. Without electricity, you'll be fine. If you go outside and you start swimming around, you may very well die. It's, it's a mixture of sewage water, and I mean, it's not pretty water, right? You don't want to be swimming in it.
Can you flush the toilets or no?
Yeah, we have running water.
Okay.
We have a large surplus of fresh water as well.
Good.
So we're fine on that. I have only about 88 MREs or something like that, so we're fine on food as well.
80 of them?
Yeah, about 88. I think I have two packages and a half.
Yeah.
I think that's about.
Yeah, right. Actually, I have some too. I bought a pack of 25 off of Amazon.
25 what?
Right. That's what we got sitting around.
MREs. I bought a pack of them. Just tide us through whatever.
Oh, Ash, have you ever had an MRE?
No.
Oh, you would love an MRE, buddy.
Yeah.
What's an MRE?
It's a meal.
A meal ready to eat.
Meal ready to eat. It is. It's what the military use when they're deployed and they're not on base. And so, I guess they don't. I guess they wouldn't do it on base, but it's something they do when they're deployed, and it's meant to last a meal meant to last a long time. And
yeah, one MRE meal should last a soldier 2 days.
Right. And it's all packaged certainly, so that's very compact, it's very lightweight, and it's not going to spoil. So you should be. It's something that the military has invested a lot of time and stuff in. And
a lot of research has gone into these things actually, because you want the soldier to be willing to eat them as well as them to be nutritious.
Right. Yeah.
Wait,
you need the right amount of carbs, protein, and everything to keep a trained killer going. Right.
Kill it.
Yeah.
What does it taste like?
Doo-doo.
That is a great question. Since I joined in 2007, they have improved massively.
Yes.
They have continued doing research on the subject. They have removed the pseudo punishment that was cheese and omelet. Cheese and omelet was literally something that the drill sergeants used in basic training to punish people. Okay, you messed up. Eat this cheese and omelet MRE in front of everybody. It's not the best. They removed that one. God bless.
Yeah. Good job.
And they have come out with things like let me see if I can grab a package for you real fast.
Yeah.
I think this one is like I have one that's like grilled chicken breast with herb.
Yeah.
Let's see.
So now do they taste good?
Yeah, they're much better, I would say. So
they're a bit better.
while you're grabbing that, my buddy who works in the cube next to me, when he was deployed. I think he was deployed like in, I want to say 94, 95. He was over in Bosnia, and they had like 4 flavors at all. And so then we went out on the website. And he was looking at the flavors now, like all the different varieties, like chicken and avocado, like all kinds of good stuff.
Oh yeah,
yeah, really really good stuff they have now. And he was going, those spoiled brat. Yeah, he was hating it. He was like, back in he's doing the old army guy. Back in my day, we had cheese. I think he did mention cheese and omelet, but he.
Did he?
Yeah, but he said they had like 2 flavors and that was it. You got what you got. You get what you get. You didn't throw a fit, and they were way tougher back in my day.
Yeah. That's basically what I'm telling you right now.
Yeah.
Back in my day, we had cheese and omelet. We were happy with it.
Yeah.
I've got chili and macaroni here.
See?
Maple sausage. vegetable lasagna, vegetarian, and these are from a couple years ago. So they're not the brand newest ones.
Right.
Wait, how can cheese and omelet be a punishment?
Yeah, see?
Oh.
Yeah, see? If Badger closes his eyes, and he could probably still just in his brain summon up the taste of one of those very, very easily. Right?
I just bite into some rubber. It's the same thing. Just give you a nice rubbery bite into, I don't know, a eraser maybe.
Yep. Yeah.
Eraser omelets.
Yep. Exactly.
They're the same shape too, because like the content said, they're kind of package sealed. So like all the air has been sucked out of the package. So the omelet takes on the shape of its packaging. So it's a wholly unnatural shape for an omelet to be.
Yeah. And you know, while not, you know, functionally important most times, the presentation of your food, it does play a role. I mean, I tend to diminish the role that presentation plays in a meal, but you get something that's, you know, shaped like a boot, but tastes average, then it's gonna affect your meal experience.
Your psyche, yeah, for sure. I think that meals are extremely important for everybody because it affects you throughout the entire day. It's not only your meal, but it's your mental status of having a nice meal. You get that +5 bonus for your work ethic throughout the day because I had a good meal today and it looked nice and it tasted good.
Right. Thank you for that follow, Leonard. What's up, Shady?
Hey, Shady lady.
So good. I'm glad you have joined us. Glad you were here, or glad you're safe. And
I am safe
for the time. And also, Shady just played the stripper song. I don't know why. Sweet cherry pie.
I'm here stripping, I guess. I'm not sure.
You're probably naked. I mean, I mean,
how did you know?
If you had,
you really knew me well.
It's like, look, all right, you have $50, and you have to bet. You have to bet either one way: is Badger naked, yes or no? And you had to put your $50 on: is he naked? I'm probably throwing it down on yes. Like,
he is.
That's a good choice. A very strong decision.
Badger hates clothes when unless forced into it, for sure.
I'm not on camera. It's not against terms of service.
Done.
Okay then. Decision made.
The only reason I have clothes on at all is because of terms of service. If the minute that lifts up, hey.
Yeah, that minute.
The minute that
lifts
up. What's up? What's up, fellas?
Like during the stream, the band lifts. You're like,
oh yeah.
Hey guys,
Done.
how's it going?
Done. Nate Kappa, thank you for that follow. Guys, put some, let's do !TVGB in chat. I was telling you about Badger earlier, about how he was going to, I said, hey, he's going to join us here in a minute. So here's the thing. I'll do the talking so you don't have to do shameless promotion for yourself. Badger's a full-time streamer, and he is in Houston, and currently not displaced or in harm's way by the hurricane, but certainly affected. His internet is out, and he makes his living on the internet. That's how he eats. And so his link is in chat, so go hit him up with a follow and support him. He's not in danger. There's certainly other folks you could probably hit up on Twitch and support with your entertainment dollar who do need this. But at the moment, give him your viewership and shoot him a follow. I'll say what I said earlier. He will earn your entertainment dollar for sure.
Oh baby, I'll cup.
Yeah,
I'll stroke.
He will do it. He will earn your entertainment dollar for sure. You give him a shot. So absolutely, one of the finest streamers I've
could you
met.
check for me what day we're on in a row right now?
894. We just checked it. Just checked on it.
Woo! 894.
Yeah, he has streamed for 894 days in a row, and the goal is to cross that line of 1,000, and then he will probably take a breath. So,
yeah, no, I changed my mind about that.
Oh yeah?
4 years. 4 more years.
Are you really?
4 more years. No, I don't know. Well, I'm not gonna make commentary about this right now,
bro.
If I want to go to McDonald's right now, I would have to swim.
Right. 1460. 4 years is 1460. No.
1460.
1460 is 4 years. Now look.
That's not even that bad. That's easy.
Stream day to day. What do you think we're doing right now? What do you think he's doing right now?
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, hey, this is Badger. He is live on a Twitch stream. Like, his Enough About You days count, too. So,
yep.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We also did a short stream on YouTube today, just to put some content on my own channel as well.
Yep. He streamed for 1/2 minute earlier. What'd you do on your YouTube? It does count, Tokeland. We decide what counts. You shut your face, okay?
I'd rather be naked, but I'm polite around people.
That's good. That's true.
How did you know? You must have watched the video.
That's true. I gotta. I do have to tell Ash, hey, put a shirt on. We're gonna go live. So.
Yeah, I feel you, Ash.
Yeah. So what?
Okay, Tokeland. No, I feel you. I totally understand. I will do a video once internet is returned about what does and what does not count for the challenge that I invented for myself.
Yeah, exactly. If you go to Badger's YouTube channel, whose show is this? Shady. Look, I don't want you to feel. I don't. Your attitude is noted. Okay. Hey, can you put Badger's YouTube link in chat for me?
Yeah, that was about 1:16. It was, hey guys, look how hard it's raining outside. Look at my house; it's entirely packed up. Thanks for being here. Yeah, that's about it.
Stay motivated, stay awesome. Out.
Stay motivated, stay awesome.
All right. Go check that. Go check his YouTube video. There's another interesting video that I caught the other morning, and I.
Oh, what video? What do you mean?
I am probably wrong. Now that you said what you said into my chat, I'm probably wrong about it.
Oh, really?
Yes. Remember my advice? I probably gave you bad. I probably gave you bad advice.
I feel you. It's. I guess EAY for this.
Yeah. Let's do that. We'll talk about it Thursday. Badger put out a video, and I am currently against it. And short term, I am wrong. We'll see if it's long term. I am also wrong. There. How about that?
Sure. Yeah. It is a very, very different video that I have ever done.
Yes, it is. Sure. It is. And your editing skills have shown. Your improvement in your editing skills.
I have improved so much.
So much, yes.
Woo!
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah. Your video editing skills have greatly improved, and this video shows it. Just like the Move It Grandma video, where I figured out how to pause, frame, and highlight, and put text on the screen, and do a ding, and do a ding. You know. Anyway.
Yeah, it's good to experiment. It's fun to do new things.
Yeah.
I think, honestly, the thing that I've learned from the creation of that video, working with Vegas, is that doing a vlog is not as scary as I think it is.
Oh, yeah.
And I think the next video that you see on my YouTube channel will probably be a vlog talking about... we'll do it actually after next Thursday, so I can talk on EAY, and then I'll come and do the vlog on YouTube.
Right, about your goals and about all the things you want to do with it, where you're going with it.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to talk about this stream challenge and the expectations of myself there.
Right. And by the way, it's not something that you're in competition with anybody else on. In fact, you would probably be hard pressed to find anyone else who's doing what he's doing, which is why that's why he and I are partners, is because like he pushes himself to limits that you don't need to. You know, you don't. He doesn't need to, and he's always doing a lot of improvement. So that's why I immediately said, "Oh, okay, we've got a game changer here, and I want to surround myself with game changers." So. And
I'm forced to be his partner.
Right,
too.
and you have no choice. Badger does, you don't. So there you go. Sorry, Punko.
It's okay, Ash. You got a good dad. Don't worry.
Yeah.
You're in good shape.
Yeah, Ash, you're in good shape. There's kids that have dads that are like jerks, and then you got to go find different ones.
Yeah,
so.
they're jerks.
Jerks.
Wait, can you get new dads?
Oh yeah, you can get new dads for sure. You can't just.
They're usually worse than the old dads.
Yeah, they're usually worse than your old dads. So yeah, usually.
Usually, not always, but usually.
Yeah.
Wait, was I adopted?
Look, off air. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. I was there the moment you peed across the room 6 feet, in front of everybody, and they pulled you out. So yeah, you're not definitely not adopted.
Fair enough.
Ash, I encourage you to get some genetic testing later in your life, just to really confirm the theories here, because once you get that genetic testing done, you know for sure.
You know
right?
for sure.
Like, scientifically, you know for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm pretty sure you could kind of just look at him and look at the wife and me together and go, oh yeah, he's screwed. You know.
Yeah, this is your parents. Sorry, kid.
Yep. The daughter, though, I'm 90% sure it was the UPS guy.
Does it matter at this point, though? I mean, you just accepted that. You moved on.
Oh, I did the work for sure. I'm doing the work,
so.
right?
Well, maybe maybe a stork for hire.
Yes, yeah. Got
Wow.
stork auction. Is this for? It's for me. Thank you. Magic food hand brings water.
Oh, the best type of hand.
Yeah.
The best type of hand, multi-use hand.
Yeah. All right.
Dallas Multipass.
What's up, JoJo? What's up, Cypher? And yeah. Oh man, there's very few times that Badger won't crack jokes. He's still got a sense of humor. And by the way, he's affected, not displaced. So he's not in tragic times at the moment. His internet's just out and.
Hey, you have your definition of tragic times. Yeah. I have my definition of tragic times.
He's hurting. Please give like you've never given before.
Ashley came into my room and was like, the internet is out. And I was like, whew.
What?
Straight up. I was like, what? What do you
Yeah.
mean the internet's out? I was outside, naked, looking around, like, what's going on out here? Internet's out. I went in the backyard and started messing with wires, reconnected everything in my house.
Oh, really? That's so dangerous.
Yeah. The internet went out.
Naked?
Are you
What do you think I'm doing?
Are you
Backyard
a
naked?
trained electrician? Like what?
Am I a trained electrician? I mean, no.
Wait,
But,
you went at the backyard
amateur.
naked?
No, well, I
It's
mean,
the backyard. I'm allowed.
yeah, privacy fence and all kinds of technology
Yeah,
allows
yeah.
you to.
Until we got wood in
Yeah,
the way.
it's like wooden technology lets you run around your skivvies.
I think it technically is legal for you to be out front naked.
I don't think so. I don't think so much out front. You may want to check your local
Yeah.
check your local listings.
See, I live in a nudist colony, so that really works really well for me.
Oh, is that why you guys moved?
See, you didn't know, but now you do.
Yep. Yeah. First world
I
problems.
have gone into a lot of equipment that I hadn't gone into a long time because Ashley and I have packed 2 bags to put on our backs and walk if we need to walk. So I've got like all my survival stuff out. I've got all kinds of stuff set up that I hadn't messed with before.
Even a
And
survival
I
knife?
realize,
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I do have a knife. Yes, I have a Gerber, a knife, multiple flashlights. I have this life straw thing that I think you and I have talked about before, Clown.
Yep. Life straw. It's very important.
I think it's pretty cool. I have a camel pack, a canteen, a secondary drink holder and water thing, multiple MREs, money, cash monies, clothes wrapped in a garbage bag so that they don't get wet during travel. What else do we pack up? Oh, I had this really cool belt that I used when I was in the military that holds my IFAC, some equipment, my gloves and stuff like that. It's like my favorite thing ever. I'll have to show you it at some point.
Cool. Yeah, we can do it on the show.
Yeah, we'll do that on EAY if I have a house still.
Yeah, I have a go bag, and but I don't think it's as mature, and I have some stuff that I need to order for my go bag. Guys, if you don't have a go bag, you need to read some stuff about what should be in your go bag and get one.
What's a go bag?
Yeah, Moose.
Go bag is a bag that you keep ready in case you got to go. You got to evacuate your house.
The bag that you grab when you have to go.
When you got to go.
bag.
Keep
Most governments
close in it.
suggest that you.
Yeah.
Keep close in it if you like to sleep in your underwear.
Yeah.
Because there might be a house fire and you have to evacuate.
Correct.
And you'll be stuck in your underwear.
Yeah, change of clothes is definitely something you do need to keep in your bag, but there's a lot of other stuff that is for survival and some very, very easy things that you can pack that are small and cheap that you can use for either in more extreme survival cases. So
Number one for me for a go bag. Number one thing, I make sure that I have in my go bag. Are you ready to prepare yourself? Slippers or sandals of some type.
really,
Yep, those are super
Really?
important. You got to wake up. You've gone to sleep. You've taken your boots off. You've taken all your gear off. You're going to bed or whatever. You want to get up. You want to walk somewhere. You got to put your boots back on. No, thank you. I got my slippers.
good idea.
Number one thing. You can attach them to the outside of the go bag as well. You don't need them on the inside.
All right, yeah, you can hang them out. Yeah. Yeah, Cypher. Actually, I have everything. Song requests are you can load up song requests, yes, but they are paused at the moment because Badger joined. There's a lot of racket going on. But yeah, go for it. Go for it. Hit up that song request. It'll be no problem. Yeah, it's burned some of the science down. Yeah.
How is RimWorld speedrunning going?
Oh, no RimWorld speedrunning. We were okay. So I was off yesterday. I just had too much to do, too much to get in.
Yeah, I saw that.
And today I was talking with Jimmy John, see if he wanted to do speedrunning today, because he expressed some want to get in there and do it with me. And then I said, hey, you want to do some speedrunning, or do you want to just hang out and do the mod? He says, yeah, let's do the modded run because we're on the cusp of making some good stuff here. And plus, I didn't get a whole lot of work on this world in yesterday yesterday and Friday that I wanted to do. So,
yeah, that's cool.
The how likely is the water to come into your house? That's probably a question for Badger from Toaster.
Let's see.
Hit me with a host so your viewers know you're live.
Can I do that? I don't think I can. Can I do that? I would have to navigate to my Twitch app and then /host. I don't know if that'll kick me out.
Oh, let me say. Let me bump up.
Toaster, you're a moderator on our channel. Get it together. Go to my chat. Type in /host. See if that works. You should be good because you're not only a moderator but a manager.
Okay, cool. Yeah, Shady can.
Get it together.
I updated my stream title just to say live with Badger, just in case. So.
Sweet. Yeah, I'll probably need this session as evidence of a longer extended stream for later.
Yeah. Okay. Can do. I've got it recorded. So.
Likelihood of coming to my house? If you had asked me that 2 hours ago, I was like, yes, my house is going to have water in it 100%. Right now, I am not 100% that it's going to get flooded. The bayou is about bursting. It is literally inches away from being able to hold no more water, and the water having no place else to go besides up my street, which my mailbox was already submerged partially, into my driveway, into my house.
Oh, there you go.
Here's my boomstick.
Thank you, Badger, for that host.
Hey!
Look at that guy. Awesome. All right. Well, yeah. So good. There is hope, but if you look at the radar of the area, there's not a lot of dry spots that are on the horizon.
Don't look very, does it? So the issue is that the spiral arm of the tropical storm, quote unquote, is moving over us, past us, into the Gulf, and coming back again.
Right. Yeah, that's no bueno.
So there's a repetition of what happened last night, where our bayou went from its standard 50 inches of water to 80 inches of water in 5 hours, and now it's sitting at 80, 90 inches of water. That could happen again tonight, and right now it's sitting at 80 inches. So I mean, another 30 inches of water on top of that.
So you might be sleeping in water.
Well,
yeah, sleeping above water at the very least.
Right. So all your equipment is up off the floor and all that?
Yeah, that should be fine. I don't think I'm going to lose any of my streaming equipment. That should be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the biggest issue is internet access. I mean, as soon as the water goes down, I can go somewhere else. That's not a big deal. But travel is literally impossible currently.
Right. Right. So yeah. So even if we said, okay, you got to go, you got to go, or you got to come here or something, you know, I was like, well, I don't know how that happens, you know. I mean,
yeah, there is literally no road that I can jump in a car and drive on to get to
anywhere.
Ashley's parents' house, or my parents' house, or a friend's house. I mean, it actually cannot happen.
Right. How's the Ashley's parents' house doing?
I think they're all okay.
Good.
So her father is much further north. He's totally fine. Her mother is further south, and I guess the flood zone is not as high there, and she's totally okay too.
Good.
She has everything pretty much unaffected there.
Good.
But on Highway 6 and Highway 10, the intersection there is you couldn't even tell there's a road there. It's totally gone.
Yeah, I do know that exact intersection. There's a kettle, one exit north of that.
Clowntown, you know what I just thought of?
What?
I bet you Whataburger's closed right now.
Yeah. Yes, that is the most sad voice you will hear today. Badger's like, oh no.
Right now.
Dun dun dun.
Whataburger's
There's a
closed.
Whataburger right near 10 and 6, and I bet there's some dead hamburgers.
Yeah. I bet you there's a free. Here's the thing, it may be closed for some days.
No.
No.
Wait, is there Chick-fil-A?
God.
You know what? I know why you're wrong. Because the National Guard is coming right now.
Yeah.
Right? And that's where they're gonna stop and wait. Like, where's the Whataburger? Yeah,
Yeah.
we're going there.
Is the National Guard on there?
Yeah, the National Guard is has already been deployed.
Oh, right on. Tell Badger I still love him. I am married to him on the Terraria server, says Jojo.
Technically, we did have a ceremony, so.
Oh, goodness.
Oh, for a
Hey, look,
second I thought
he gave me
you said
$1.25,
Jojo.
so.
I feel like Zakel has probably bought your love, and is probably a little bit more for sale with Zakel. I would
I
say.
don't think Z wants to marry me, though.
Yeah.
Look, if Z was like, "Hey, marry me, though," I'd be like, "Okay,
Okay. Yeah.
that's
Hey,
fine."
done.
So,
Ain't proud.
wait,
Ain't
what's happening in Stardew Valley?
What do you mean?
I have not played Stardew Valley in 6 months, maybe something like that.
Yeah. Why is
Mostly
there
Terraria. Fallout 4.
Wait,
Yesterday I beat Moonlord in an hour and 30 minutes. Hour 39 minutes.
Seated or unseated?
Seated. Normal mode.
Normal. Yeah. Thus the controversy. Yeah. Easy.
Easy mode. We should just change it to say easy mode.
Yeah,
instead of
it should be. Yeah. Oh, you know what would be better because of the You know what'd be better is because of the YouTube video ad issues. They should change it to easy and hard instead of. Well, no, because then. No, I was thinking about hardcore.
Oh, yeah.
They need to change the
Yeah.
word hardcore to something else.
to something else. Yeah, permadeath is what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Oh wow, I got into a back and forth with a YouTube employee yesterday. So they marked one of my videos as not advertiser friendly, and I watched that video. I looked through it. That's a bold-faced lie. 100% that content is 1,000,000% advertiser friendly. I told them as such. They responded to me. We cannot tell you which part of the video, even though it could be a huge number of things,
Right.
is not advertiser friendly. We will not do that. And I was like, that is insanity. I said this in my email. That is so illogical.
Yeah.
How can I improve my videos and make content that makes you money?
Right.
You money.
You money.
Not just me money. You money.
Help me help
if
you
want
money.
to give feedback to me. They
Yeah.
did not respond to that email, but they remonetized that video.
Do it every time.
I don't understand.
Argue the point every time. You gotta.
That's not really what I wanted. Okay, I'll take it.
Yeah. I saw that tweet that came out. That was good.
I want feedback. I want to know what they need from me
Yeah.
to make advertiser-friendly stuff. I will do it. That's not a big deal.
Yeah. Tell me, where is the line? I will go to that line.
Right.
I'm happy to follow standards. Yeah.
If hardcore is not allowed, that's fine. I can just change the name.
Yeah. Yeah, and I would say that's not just my that's always yours and my philosophy. Where's the line? I'm happy to obey that line. But
I'll push the line. I'll mess with the line. I'll rub the line a little bit, but I'm not going to pass the line.
I will
You
never
told me
cross
what
that
the
line.
was.
That's fine.
Okay.
Tell me the line. Right? We're happy to follow standards. But then that is probably every YouTuber's complaint, right?
Oh yeah, I'm sure they have so many emails right now. Like, what did I do wrong?
What did I do wrong?
Sorry, we can't tell you what you did wrong.
Where's the line?
Figure it out.
Yeah, where's the line? I'm happy to follow the rules. What are the rules, right? So, yeah, it's a bummer.
Yeah,
good.
YouTube will get. I think I actually want to talk about this as well because this is. I mean, it's also partially my job. Doing YouTube and streaming at the same time has been a lot of work, and I love doing it. I won't ever stop. YouTube is being really crazy right now.
Right.
So right now, I'm gonna do an impression of Badger's impression.
Okay.
Hello. No, can't do it. Can't do it.
That was
not-
good. No, that was a good impression of my impression.
It's actually not what he
Really?
sounds like. He's more a little more nasally, I guess. I don't know.
An impression of Badger's impression,
Of his impression?
Yeah, so
not his actual voice.
No.
because
Right,
that
right,
sounded
yeah.
pretty close to Badger's voice.
Right.
Just kidding.
Yeah, Google's been doubling down on PC ever since
See this?
they fired the guy. What's up, Will? Thanks for that, host.
This
Since the guy they fired
my
and they're pushing out their
boomstick.
automatic shadowing of videos based on a poster, it could be that it's because Badger looks funny, right? Yep, too. Because of where he's from. Who knows, man?
I am sure it's because of a mixture of audio recognition, video recognition, in that they're looking for things that are flesh-colored, too much flesh-colored stuff, too much blood-colored stuff,
Yep.
things like that. They're probably looking for like extreme keywords using automated bots as everything is rendered and registered. And that means that things that have nothing to do with anything that they're looking for are going to get caught up in it.
Right.
Ooh,
Thank
wow.
you, Will.
That's a real problem.
Hey, Killer Sunday, you can play with us. It's open to subscribers on Game Wisp. !sub for more information.
I just got hit by a locomotive and lived.
Yeah, I did too. Did you get the achievement? Take 500 damage and live?
How much damage does a...
It depends on how fast.
Oh.
How fast how fast the train's going.
Oh, I already had that achievement.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I got it the other day and I was super surprised. One, that I lived, and two, that it rewarded me for it.
If you die in Factorio, you lose your entire inventory, right?
It drops. So you have
drops, okay, right.
you have
That's a
15
change.
minutes to go get it. Which is a new thing. But it used to. You're right. It used to just you're done, toast,
Yeah, it's pretty brutal.
and lose all your
Especially
stuff.
because players just carry absolutely everything they could ever want on them.
Yep. Yeah. And some of the stuff, it takes a long time to craft in your inventory. Some of it's fairly advanced stuff that has high material demands, like your suit and the things to power your suit and the lasers on it and the shields and all that. Yeah. So if you lose that, it's like, oh crap, I gotta
Yeah,
go and
that's
stuff.
a lot,
It's medium core where it drops it right.
Good. I like that. That's a good comparison.
Yeah, it drops it where it is, and you have 15 minutes to go, and then you have 15 minutes for corpse rot. And
Yeah.
you gotta do it. So.
But when you're dead, you
Shady is
can't...
about to mention her vortex speeder right now.
Oh.
Um, because, well, actually, in this game, when you're dead, you can't put a marker on the map.
Right. So the way we do it is, when you're dying, it gives you about 5 seconds where you sit there and it says respawning in however many seconds, and the whole time if you're in multiplayer, your body will or your icon will still sit on the map. And so what he starts doing is, Dad, marker. So I'm supposed to go into the map real quick and put a marker on the map so we know exactly where he died, because otherwise you don't get a map marker. You kind of just have to go wander around and find it on the ground somewhere. So
That makes sense.
yeah,
I feel like probably later, because of the meticulousness of this developer, that will definitely be a thing that is available. The
Yeah.
whole map marker.
yeah, auto marker where you die. Yeah, that'd be a great feature, is to automatically put one. So
So you say, let's not talk vortex speeder
Right.
today.
exclamation point mods Killer Sunday. So MODS for all the mods. God, this base is expanding like crazy. 5.5 gigs of power. It's insane. Cool.
How many hours have you spent in this world?
I don't know how to know that. Wes, if you know the command to go figure out how many hours you spend in the world, let me know. But at the moment, I do not know how to determine that count. I got to redo that thing. Let's pull it from over there. Jake Jackson, Jonathan, thanks for that follow. Oh, playing GTA the other day, I experienced the follower bonanza. Like the games that I play are not really, you get some followers with Terraria, you get some followers with, whatever. But I've started playing a big game like GTA where there's thousands and thousands of viewers, and oh yeah, here comes the follower bonanza. And yesterday on the Hidden Level podcast, MC was talking about how he went he went from 20,000 followers, and as soon as they implemented that little mobile thing, he jumped up to 33,000, and he says, I think it was like 2 weeks. It was like 2 weeks. Yeah, something
been
just
crazy.
Yeah, something just insanity. And so the discussion now is, okay, followers probably mean less than they used to, so it's not as big of a deal to get up 30,000 followers, right? His first 20,000 meant way more to him than those last 12 now, right? Because
absolutely correct.
No one's really actively going into his channel and choosing, hey, I like this guy, I want to keep tabs on him.
That's what usually previously a follower had meant, that they had actually navigated to your channel,
right?
Seen your video at least for a second, and then decided they want to follow.
Right. So anyway, that's not a. They kind of mean less. It is a number. It can't hurt, but it's like they're not as awesome as they used to be. So
certainly can't hurt, especially when talking to advertisers about your stats.
Oh, 100%. I'm absolutely. Oh yeah, 50,000 followers. Yep. That's right.
Okay, I know that is a large number as a advertiser. I understand that 50,000 followers is 50,000 people.
Yep. That's right.
So I ain't mad at it. I ain't happy with it though, I guess.
Yeah, it's not super. It's not. I would say not useful for us. As useful as it was as a good measure of how you are, a metric of how you're doing. So.
I mean, I guess as you got bigger and bigger, that metric didn't matter anymore. Anyway, I think we've all seen people who have a ton of followers that have a low average viewer count for lots of reasons. I always play GTA, and now I stopped playing GTA. Now I play RimWorld. Right.
Perfect. Perfect analogy. What's up, Jake? What's up, little G? Yep, my name is Blake. This is my son Ash. He plays. He streams with me. We have a good old time. You know how it is.
He's a streamer. He's got thousands of followers. What'd you do today?
He's yeah.
I do this separate stream called Hunk Paws.
Yeah.
Though I've never been on it, it has 0 followers.
Right. Yeah, it says mods, exclamation point mods to see what's. All right, there you go. Bonk. Exclamation point mods to see the mods that are. It's just a mod set. It's called Factorio Extended. You can check them out. It's well done. It's a good mod set. I am anti-mod, and this one's cool. And fairly balanced. It's not broken like some mods are, where you go in and you're immediately Superman.
Yeah.
So.
That's my fear with mods too, that it stops becoming a video game and it's just some guy did it, because when you buy a video game, you expect to get a professional product.
Right.
And that's really super important, the professional part of things.
Right. Killer Sunday, I have answered that question like 3 times now. Yes, you can. Yes, you can play.
Yes, you can do Song Quest.
Yes, you can do Song Quest. Yes, you can play with me.
My internet went out. Can you repeat yourself?
Yes, he's my son. I don't know. Yes, my shoulders are this big. It's from partial genetics and partial exercise. Focus on shoulders.
Yes, Badger is awesome.
What's that?
Yeah. Exclamation point mods. Yep. Oh, mansies. Well, cool. I'm super good. Shady, look. It's my show, okay?
Are you sure, though?
My show.
Shady Manager. It's your show, but Shady manages like a bunch of streams all at once.
Yeah. Show manager. It's not a bad title. Yeah, I'm a show manager. How much? Well, okay. See, she just kind of showed up one day, and everyone was kind of afraid of her, so we just made her the manager. I don't know. She's kind of never left, and now she manages a bunch of shows. I don't know.
I think that's probably how it works more often than not.
Yeah. Oh, hey, just kind of showed up one day and just started working, and then it was kind of afraid to ask questions, and at this point,
we're stuck around.
It's kind of stuck around.
She's been here longer than me. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how that works. Is that your son? Can you make a song request? Yes, you can, Nate. Yes, you can.
So you want to be a streamer?
So you want to be a streamer? That's a what does Homeboy say? Co-Carnage. That's a really good question. That's his response
that's
to everything.
Right. No, that's a really good question. Trails off to talk about something else.
Yeah. Yeah. Log out, son. You got a meeting with the Outlaws. All right.
Okay.
Here, guys. Let's give a tour of the food. There is vegetables, tartar sauce, and then let's come around to the other side of the camera. Fish. Look at that. Yum yum.
Sounds good.
Wait, is tartar sauce the same thing as ketchup?
Oh, it is. Yeah, it is exactly the same.
Oh, okay.
Ash, go get safe, save your game, and head on in.
That's a question I don't think you've ever answered on this show.
What's that? Ketchup and tartar sauce?
Yeah.
All right. Well, first time for everything. Good job, son.
Yeah. Cool.
Way to go. Oh, mercy.
Okay.
All right. Bye, Ash. See you in a little bit.
See ya.
All right. He's going to go out and meet with the in-laws in Australia. Every Sunday night they go talk to make sure.
He's not being beat or anything like that.
Yeah, it's like
it's a court order thing.
They make him. It's kind of more like a doctor's visit more than a hey how you doing? So.
Okay, we're joking. Clarification. This is joking.
CPS is
somebody
not,
in chat right now.
CPS has never been involved. What? Who's this guy? Yeah, it's court-ordered in-law visit.
You could definitely convince people that was the case.
Oh, 100%.
Definitely good. You're real easy.
Look at this YouTuber. Oh, and the way that clickbait tends to work is we found somebody who beats anyway. Beats are
this
good.
person claimed to beat their child on stream.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. All right.
Remember, clickbait and an enticer title are separate. I had this conversation so much. I feel like I've repeated myself many times.
Yeah.
They're separate things. Just because you have an enticer title doesn't mean you're using clickbait.
Yeah, I got it toasted. Thank you, man. Usually he doesn't put that thing. Usually he forgets to put that little cover up. So let me see. Let's look at a let's look at a weather map of let's see. Radar.
That's a good idea.
Let's pull this up. Menu. Radar. Jojo. Kappa. Okay.
It's gonna suck too.
I'll put the thing up. Yeah, Daddy 05 the Daddy 05 family. Oh, really? Let's do this and Chrome zoomed in. We don't want that. We'll just do
right now. But the thing about it heading the center of the tropical storm heading toward us, there is actually less rain in the center than there is on the sides right now.
Right. So, hey, man. Hey, Savala. Thank you for that host, man. Awesome. Guys, go give a shout-out to Savala Gaming. Wes, you got to spell that better. SVALA Gaming. How you doing? Good to see you. We're looking at the remnants of Harvey because we're talking with Video Game Badger. He's my partner.
Hello.
And he is not displaced and not in imminent threat, but he is affected.
Keep saying I'm not in trouble, but my internet is out right now.
Right. What's up, Saval? How you doing, man? Good to see you, homie. All right. So if we're looking around here, it looks like the big storm is heading north, but there are still these little bands that come up from the south that keep hitting Houston, and so
they should be hitting Houston for the next, I heard, 4 days.
Yeah, that sucks.
So probably at some point, I'm going to have to try to book it out of here somewhere else where I can have a stable internet connection, and I can do, at the very least, a mobile stream from somewhere else.
Right. Savala, congratulations on getting married to, what did I call him? Savalo? Savalo. So, yeah. Yeah, so anyway, there you thank you very much for that super host. You guys go shoot Savala a follow. You keep saying I'm not in trouble. That's a good quote. There you go. Good job, Shady.
Thank you, Shady.
You keep saying I'm not in trouble, but my internet is out. Oh, mercy.
I don't know how I can send any more red alerts, all right? I've called the White House.
Yeah. There you go. That's the remnants of Harvey. See, that's the hard part. Is it like, I guess the wind current takes it back out over the Gulf and then brings it in with renewed strength. So it may sit there. It may sit there and just swirl around for a little while. So
yeah, hopefully it doesn't.
Oop.
I will admit to being pretty nervous about the situation, actually.
Yeah. Sorry, I hit the wrong button here. Well, good stuff. So do this, keep us posted, and all that. And guys, go follow Badger out on Twitter and go follow his Twitch chat or his Twitch channel. And
you can hit me up on Discord also, discord.gg/tbgbadger.
I guess your bot's not up. We can go get a Discord link. Huh.
Yeah.
Let me do that. Let me move this out. All right. Well, cool. Oh, you hired the Dutch to build your build the dams and dikes and stuff. Yeah, the Dutch seem to have that nailed down. Where
yeah.
Amsterdam. I remember sitting in Amsterdam and we were at a restaurant and the restaurant was right on the water.
And that's pretty scary.
Our table was right on the water, and I remember looking at it going, the ocean, it's salt water. The ocean is 18 inches underneath the deck where our feet are, and then 1 foot above the deck where we are is carpeted restaurant.
Wow.
And
carpeted? Wow.
And that's ocean. And I'm going, I'm just kind of sitting here doing the math going, look, that's not even a iceberg or anything. That is a boat with a heavy wake, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Like that's
pretty scary. The insurance must be massive.
Yeah, right? I don't understand that, but I mean, it was for sure less than 30 inches separated the restaurant from financial chaos, right? And which means downtime for your restaurant, so your intake is done.
That's what I was thinking.
Plus damages, right? And
that restaurant got damaged. We'll wait a couple months to go back there next time.
Right. Yeah. I don't know.
That's scary. They probably make a lot of money though.
Right. I don't even know how that was possible, but yeah. So.
I like having my entire business be ethereal, basically. Yeah,
right.
You'd have to be YouTube, Twitch. It would be Google, Amazon in consort to shut my business down.
Right. Yeah, that was like the one day you got banned from Twitch for no reason. For no reason. Ever stated, no email, no nothing, no Twitch support. And your idea was, okay, I'm live on YouTube tomorrow. It's like, well,
yeah, that was where I was at. The stream key was already in.
Mm-hmm.
It was ready.
Time to go. Nope. Your biggest airport is 4 meters below sea level. Yeah, I flew into that airport. It was awesome flying in. All kinds of turbines.
Turbines, not turbines.
Turbines. Pronounced the same.
Turbines?
They were turrets.
You're gonna say engines.
Engines. They were out in the ocean, and it was very beautiful coming in. A bunch of the windmills picking up ocean currents and all that, and spinning around out in the ocean because they don't have a whole lot of. I mean, Amsterdam is packed. They don't have a whole lot of landmass, so they've built out a bunch of little whirly generators out in the wind turbines out in the ocean. So pretty cool.
That makes sense. Yeah.
Pretty cool. It's cool to
That makes a lot of sense.
kind of spooky to fly in and see them like right underneath you and to your side. It's like, man, don't lose your navigation for quickly, right?
Yeah, don't get too low. You're gonna smash into one of these giant metal poles.
Mm-hmm.
Groovy.
Thank you for that follow.
Being on planes already. I think my mentality for being on a plane now is this plane crashes, I'm gonna die. That's it. I'm done. Once we've taken off, I have no more chances to walk away.
Right, right. Let me move up, see if anyone else. And it looks like Florida got hit a little bit out here, out in with some byproduct, but no, it's raining almost nowhere else in the country.
Right.
I mean, looks like a band over in north of St. Louis, up in Illinois, and then some over the Great Lakes, but that is it. All right, this is your weather report brought to you by Clowntown. So here you go.
Sweet, yeah, that was a good weather report.
Not like you couldn't just go out and do that yourself. Anyway.
Looks like it's gonna rain. Clowntown.
Looks like it's gonna rain.
Groovy.
Yeah.
This actually, the whole being on a plane thing reminds me of airborne school at Fort Benning. The very first time before you jump, you train for 3 weeks prior to, gone through all kinds of hell and lack of sleep and all kinds of nonsense to become airborne. And you're sitting in the room that you're all placed into, and there's riggers checking your parachute, your equipment, and stuff like that to make sure that when you jump, everything is okay. And just before you go, they give a message out. Okay, everybody, this is your chance. If you want to back out, now's the time. Because if you back out now, there's no punishment whatsoever. You can never come back to airborne school. You'll never be an airborne soldier, but you just walk away. If you back out while on the plane, you will be court-martialed. You will be fined. So much stuff will happen to you because the way that sticks go out is they go out quick. There's no time for, okay, I changed my mind at that point. And 5 people, no less than 5 people, decided at that point, after weeks of training, they were going to back out. That's madness to me. I was already on the plane at that point.
Right.
I wasn't walking away.
Yeah, I think we talked about this before, where and the sergeant guy was so upset.
Because it was 5 officers who had gone through officer training school, and becoming an officer in the military, not a joke.
Right.
Huge deal. Takes a lot of intelligence, experience, strength, both of body and will. So for these 5 officers to all back out as a group, he lost his mind. He was extraordinarily unprofessional at that moment to people who outranked him. But I mean, he was absolutely right in his assessment of those guys being. I don't know what was wrong with them. I don't know what happened. Some sliver of fear slipped into their group and then destroyed them on the inside.
Yeah, or like their assessments. I mean, they try and weed you out, right? I mean,
yeah,
they, that's kind of the purpose of the no sleep and all the tests and all the physical deal is to kind of weed out the ones who will break at that point, right? Because you don't want them breaking.
Non-hackers.
Yeah, you do not want them breaking in the least opportune moment, right? So that means not only there's something with those guys, but that means there's a hole in the process, which may be even worse, right? These five guys we can chalk up to this sucks and this is a bunch of wasted money, but why didn't we catch that earlier? Is kind of the
a lot earlier.
A lot earlier is what we should have known that these jokers were going to bail out way earlier, because the fact is we did sink all these training, and so why isn't our process catching these guys who are going to bail so much earlier, right? That
is a great mentality, sir. I love that. That's where you went to with that.
Yeah.
Our process should be better. That's
Yeah.
good.
That's what I do at work.
Right.
That's what I do at work all the time. It's like, look, we failed, and this weekend we had to go and do a bunch of data cleanup and all that. But hey, why didn't we know about this? Who's testing it? What's our process for testing? I mean, that's all the good. I'm essentially paid for that sort of leadership at work, is asking those types of questions and kind of driving people to those types of answers. And
yeah, that's a great question. I'm sure that there was an after-action review where your job came into to primary focus there.
right, it's okay. Why? What the hell, guys? Why didn't these guys get caught? Or why didn't they get caught earlier? And surely the guy was right. No shame, really. Walk out right now, and this is your absolute last time to get out of here. But what we would rather them do is either one, not apply, or two, walk out during boot.
Right. The first week of Airborne is the worst. It's considered a gentleman's course. You get the weekends off, but every single weekday was the most draining exercise I have ever done in my life, and I had literally just come back from basic training in AIT.
So you were tip-top physical
condition. I was on fire.
Yeah.
So the way that the PT, the physical fitness test for that works is that the run goes in waves. So Team 1 starts, and then Team 2 starts a little later, and Team 3 starts a little later. I was Team 3. I finished before Team 1.
Awesome.
I was moving so fast in comparison to the other soldiers there because I had been so rigorously trained previously. Beaten, maybe trained. I don't know. Whatever. I was very fit. So I was ready to go with all that.
All right. Well, good.
And even I was tired.
Yeah.
Exhausted.
Good. I mean, that's what they prepared you for, is to make you a high speed, low drag killer, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh. Will, think of that follow. Well, cool. I think what I'm going to do is, this is probably enough about you with Factorio going on in the background. I may upload this.
That'd be great.
And
Like
actually, we're going to keep this in the hopper because we're going to keep this in the hopper in case Thursday just goes horribly awry for you, me, or both of us, right? So
good, yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's what we'll do. That seems good. Yeah, let's do that. It's a good idea.
It seems okay. TVGB okay in chat, please.
Do you have an okay?
Yeah, I have a TVGB okay now.
See, I think that's the right way to go. Like I think you're batting 1,000 for your emotes. Is
man, I literally love TVGB okay. I've used that one a lot already. We only got that a little while ago. I think that one's fantastic. Some of the other ones I could switch around. I've had some feedback from some people I really respect that I should have more things that identify my channel that make it more unique, which I think I understand that as well. So I want to do like a mix of those.
Yeah.
Full on uniqueness, but then also right in the middle. These are the emotes that you get when you're partner, an okay, a fail,
but
here's a hype emote.
Right, but here's the thing, is that I use the Ox salute and the Badger salute in other channels. And everyone looks at it and goes, oh,
interesting.
I like that salute. I need one of those. Or they go,
you mouse over it?
Yeah,
click on it?
Yeah, and they go and they find your channel. They might find your channel. It's like Kenichi doesn't watch Soda Poppin', but he loves his emotes, and that's $5 a month.
Too.
Yeah. So he pays his $5 a month just for the emotes. And and if good quality emotes get you viewers and customers like that, hey, boom.
It definitely does, right? Like for sure.
Mm-hmm. It's a good yeah, if you do it right, you can get some good ones like War Witch TV. Pretty fantastic emotes.
Whiskey Witch. Yeah, those are
Yeah.
good. I saw a streamer who had 16 subscriber emotes dedicated to a single image. He basically took a you could type this in and look at it. It's okay to see a Frieza cosplay that I guess I don't know if he liked it necessarily, but he made it into one of those emotes or not emotes, but one of those things that you combined in chat. So you do all of the quadrants of the image in 16 different emotes, and you can put that in the chat.
Oh.
That's madness.
Yeah, that's good. Oh, just goddamn it died.
Shoot.
That train is going so fast.
You guys are getting hit by trains a lot. Don't you look both ways before crossing the railroad tracks?
Oh, you can look a mile down the road. Those trains go so fast.
Oh, are they like modded trains or something that I don't know about?
Yeah, I mean they're powered by like rocket fuel. I mean, and they're
jets. They're not trains.
Yeah, pretty much. See, now I'm moving slow to go get my body. There it is. All right. I died in base to a train. It's like, well, okay. What are you gonna do? It's awesome. All right, let's move this stuff around. The worst part is having to put all your, all your stuff back in order and your weapons and all that. And as soon as you spawn, the bots see you as having none of the inventory that you used to have, and so then there's this rush to give you all the stuff that you automatically call for all the time.
Wow, that's weird.
So you get doubled up. All your inventory doubles up. So.
See, this is why robots aren't smart. I think the biggest thing that keeps reminding me that robots aren't smart is when Baby Badgerbot times somebody out for misplacing a dot.
Yeah.
Ugh. You just have no interpretation of the situation as a robot,
Right. Did you see that movie AI?
Is that the which one was it? Is that I did not kill him?
No, it was
No?
I don't think it is. It's
So Will Smith?
No. Oh, no. That's iRobot.
Okay,
that one is I think that's a better movie than
that's a great movie.
than AI. I was
Is AI the one where the guy falls in love with the robot?
No, that is Ex Machina.
Okay,
Right.
Great. Let's keep going through him then.
Let's list off all the AI type robot movies.
Is the one where they turn the girl into an android and she kind of loses her memories in the end, and she's like a agent for the government. That's Ghost in the Shell.
That's Ghost in the Shell. And it's
I can't even Google this right now.
Yeah, AI is it's an older movie with Haley Joel Osment, little kid actor, who they teach a robot. The first one teach a robot to love, and or at least have or at least have desires to go satisfy some sort of connection with another human in a way that has never been done before.
Okay, interesting.
Right, so
this reminds me of the movie about a guy falling in love with his voice-controlled assistant, like his AI assistant on his phone.
Yeah.
Maybe you know what that one was called? I don't remember that one was called.
No, there's this one we watched it last night after we got back from that little party that we were doing, and yeah, that really deals with a lot of the divide between robots and humans and how they react to things and all that sort of stuff. And you can definitely there's also a couple moments in there where you see, oh yeah, of course humans do react this way, even though there's one scene where they prove the kid is a robot, like beyond a shadow of a doubt, but because he is made so human-like, the audience has feelings, and so they don't want to kill him, and so they kind of revolt on the people who are trying to kill him. So it's very interesting because humans do have that sympathy trigger that would say, oh no, he's a robot, he's just so lifelike, but we're gonna keep him around. So it was a very interesting moment. It's not a very good movie, I would say. I would say that iRobot is way better. Will Smith. That one was. That one I don't have very many movies that I will take time out and watch repeatedly. AI I will watch repeatedly. Like if it's
yeah, that's a good one.
If it happens to be on, I will dip in and experience that one again because it had so many good moments. And Will Smith, actually, I'm a huge Will Smith fan. So handsome, hard worker. Like we talked about this before. Like he's
so handsome. Tell me about it.
He is so he's in his 50s now, and he is still like cute as hell.
Yeah, he doesn't look any different.
He doesn't look, yeah,
exact same.
The only thing is he looks bigger and stronger now. Like he doesn't even have a dad bod. He has like a man body. Like he's not a skinny
body
kid from Philadelphia. Like when he did the difference was he did the movie Ali, and like he did such a great job as Ali. Like, he was super believable as, I'll be damned, this is exactly what Muhammad Ali would do, and
I know you got him picked.
I know you got him picked, yeah. And all the things he would do, and he would dance around and clown around and all that. I mean, he nailed Ali's mannerisms really, really well. And I think that's where he got into the weight room and all that, and he quit being that skinny kid from Philadelphia actor and went to be on, okay, I'm now legit action star. I can do some stuff, you know. And then carried that on into EAY and Independence Day and all that. So
the exercise required to be the action star thing is pretty big.
Yeah, but
you have to really bone up on physical fitness. You're not going to see an action star movie in a highly rated movie that isn't like just ripped.
In the end, if acting was my job, I didn't have to go to work and do some stuff, I would, like, I've talked about this before. If I were, if I had, kind of my income taken care of, and I was kind of I guess I was a full-time streamer where I would have more freedom during the day and still kind of be able to support myself as a streamer or something like that, I would definitely do way more jiu-jitsu than I do now. Like, I would probably be there every day, and I would figure out a way to incorporate it into my content, right?
I think that what would be the biggest thing for me is having a personal trainer and having someone who does my meals.
Oh,
I think that would be a big change for me.
Yeah, that's a really big one too. So if your job is acting and being an action star, then that's easy to pay for a nutritionist, or a nutritionist / chef that just kind of rearranges your meals and all that, and then a personal trainer that will bust your ass every day and go, where are you at? It's 5:30. Why aren't you up? Why aren't you here? Come on, I'm outside. I'm banging on your door. You're not gonna roll over. I'm gonna be out here banging on your door till you come out. You already gave me the code.
That's exactly what a high level paid professional trainer is going to be like.
Right.
You don't get a choice. You hired me now. This is your life now.
Yeah,
I know that you want to do this. I get that you're tired. Tough cookies.
Tough. This is a job. You want to be that action star? You're going to be that action star. Let's go. Let's get out and do it.
I tell you what, I was real fit in basic training. Real fast. Man.
Yeah. Like you. Like, there's dudes, like, that's the funnest part of talking with my buddies who were in the Army. And oddly enough, you did your boot at Benning, or where'd you do your boot?
I did Fort Benning.
Fort Benning,
Georgia.
All of my buddies did them at Benning, all of them.
Oh, really?
Yeah, every single one of them.
They're all so infantry always go to Benning,
yeah.
Hands down, end of story. There's no place else for them to go.
Georgia.
A lot of other groups also partially go to Benning. Mm-hmm. It just depends on what they were up to.
Right, Fort Benning, Georgia, man. And that guy, was a big dude. Like, he's in good shape today. Like, he's corn-fed beef.
Rotund, robust.
No, he's not he's not that. He's just he's like tree stump type of guy, like strong.
Okay.
Fatty.
He's a dwarf.
He's not fat, but he's fatty strong.
Mm-hmm. If he could lay on you and you would die.
Oh, you die. Yeah, you're done. Yeah, you just die. Well,
that's the best kind of strong right there.
Right.
Come here. Let me get my hands on you. Yep, gotcha.
And he said, man, I got in really good shape going into boot. And he said, people say the first minute. He says, no. It was the first minute. First 60 seconds I arrived at Fort Benning, I thought, what the hell did I just do? He says, it was less than 60 seconds off that bus. And he says, I immediately regretted all of my life choices and realized I was not in good shape. He says it was within 60 seconds I had regretted everything.
Okay, there's a place that you go to before you get to go to Benning, and it's called it's like a place where you get all your equipment and you get told about things and you get briefings, you get talked to, you get vaccines, your head gets shaved, kind of things like that. It's really kind of there's lots of civilians around. There's doctors and things like that, and they're doing your paperwork, the lawyers, you're doing that stuff. And there's military professionals there, sergeants, people who are drill sergeants, and they're very reserved, right? They don't really want to talk to you. They want to interact with you. The moment that the bus pulling up to basic training pulled its air brake and then opened the door,
Yes.
a man walked into the bus. And that moment for me, I was like, oh.
Yes. That's
wait,
it.
Wait. I'm not ready.
Mm-hmm.
And get your stuff. Get off the bus.
Right.
Now, your stuff in this case is everything that you have been provided. 2 duffel bags. 2 packed duffel bags worth of stuff. And there is actually 120 guys getting off buses right now.
Yeah.
We're all running downhill to a place we've never seen before. Literally, a guy in front of me stumbled, and he rolled for 50 feet down the hill. Okay? And no one was saving him. No one was stopping him.
Nope.
He had all his gear on him. It's certainly horrifying. It was so bad that what they would do is one drill sergeant would tell you to run to the other drill sergeant and then take a left, and you would do that. And the drill sergeant that you run into after that said, "He said take a right." And then you're like, "What? Okay, I'll do that." So then,
oh my god! Yeah.
And then the other guy will come back. I told you to take a left.
Oh my goodness.
There is nothing. Oh man, everyone should experience these moments of basic training because it is.
And so just to be factually correct, at what was the time marker when that guy said get up and let's go?
Oh man, the time it was probably noon. It was probably high noon.
No, I mean, okay, if time t equals 0 is the door opening.
The door opening.
How soon after was it just immediately go time? Like how many seconds and/or minutes?
Millisecond one. No, it was go time as soon as I saw that guy's face. It was go time. And go time did not stop for 2 weeks probably. 2 weeks it was wake up, it's 2 a.m., put all your gear on, run downstairs. Everybody form up. You were too slow. Go back upstairs, change to PT gear, come back downstairs. That was every single day, 6 hours of sleep.
6? You got 6?
Well, so what they can do is they can put you down to bed, and they're like, okay, it's bedtime. And that moment, the counter starts for the time that you've had to sleep. So you technically have to have 8 hours by mandatory law, but they can 2 hours later be like, okay, everybody wake up, get in the center of the room, spin around, push-ups, flutter kicks. Okay, get back into bed. Timer starts again. So 6 hours sleep, yeah, that was pretty good.
Oh man, yeah, 6 hours sleep would have been paradise. Okay. Yikes. See, I would say that, yeah, like if you want, I mean, I get it during boot camp to get you to go through psychological some things, but
like you said earlier, and I think that actually really resonates, is there's going to be guys who are like, nope, can't do this. I'd like to leave. And they're like, no, you're not. You're not leaving. And then those guys will be like, okay, I'm going to stay. But then past that, there's guys, no, I'm actually leaving. I'm done. And those guys get talked to, and they either decide themselves that they want to stay, or they actually walk away.
Yeah. Yeah, like there's.
And that's what they want to do.
Yeah, they want to get the guys that are only going to stay there because they need guys they can count on. That when
that's
they
money. You have to feed me every day. You can't not feed me.
Right.
Right. You have to clothe me. You have to make sure that if I get sick, I get taken care of. You have to pay the drill sergeants.
Yeah. Yeah, you do.
It costs a lot of money.
It does. Yep. Yeah, like you get by the time you're and I guess that's why their retention is so important because or it's so high pressure to stay is because look, we've sunk 4 or 5 years of training into you. We have just the meals alone, like just the meals that you have eaten on the Army dime alone is 3
meals a day, and they're pretty good meals, I would say. I was always pretty happy with the food that I got on bases in the military. They're pretty okay. And so all the gear that's given to us as well. Some of it can't be replaced. We can't you don't give used gear to soldiers very often. It depends. And then also all the ammunition I expended. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I shot a lot of bullets.
Yeah.
I shot a lot of bullets.
Yeah. Explosive
bullets. Smoke grenades. I blew up a lot of stuff. That's no way that's cheap.
Yeah. Oh, 100%. Yeah. And here's the other thing is sometimes for no reason, right? It just
Hey, we got some smoke grenades. Yeah, just throw them, I guess. Yeah. That's fine.
Right. What do I do with these? I don't know. It's like it's like a dull knife. It's not really worth anything, so either it needs to be sharp. Okay, well, what does this grenade do? Okay, well, and these grenades blow up. That's what they do, so we need to use this.
Yeah. We got to use it. They are past their expiration date that some guy set forth. So we need to get the company out, and we need to throw them at the grenade range.
Right.
And then that's it.
And we just need to
So
cycle them out.
one of the big things I noticed that happened is that when a range master, the guy who controls a range, buys a certain amount of ammunition, not buys, I'm sorry, he argues with somebody else for hours about how much ammunition he gets. He gets the amount of ammunition he gets, and he's like, I'm not gonna use all the ammo.
He has to.
I don't care. They argued with me for 5 minutes. If I want to return this ammo, it's even more work.
Right.
You guys go out there, take the 249, shoot. I don't care.
Okay. Yeah, for no reason. Just
for no reason.
Yeah, for no reason.
Do we have any targets? No.
No.
Shoot at the hill.
Yeah. That's right. That's right. Yeah, that is exactly right. Look, if I do not want to go back and have another argument about how I was wrong. So.
Right. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even consider that. Also, yeah, you're supposed to only get the ammunition that you need.
Right. And I do not want to be wrong in this case. So, guys.
We shot every single bullet. We were out of bullets at the end of that training exercise.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. It's for no reason, and some of that I'll tell you what. Some of that carries over to business, right?
I bet.
And you go.
We had 20 meals show up for the luncheon. Only 18 people came. Hey, Jeff, Fred, take a meal.
Yes. Well, not even that. Not even just waste not, want not. No. It's, look, last year we argued so hard about getting this extra $10,000 in our budget.
Okay.
By God, you better goddamn well use that thing. Otherwise, because I don't. Right. And it's $10,000 that we didn't even. There's nothing we need. You know, it's something. It's a business condition that didn't ever come to fruition. Like we were supposed to develop this one piece of software or buy this one thing that we didn't end up buying, and now it's like okay.
On something.
And here's the thing: is budget talks are starting up in 1 week, and so help me if this subject comes up.
Right. You didn't spend that $10,000 that
I gave you $10,000 last year, and you didn't use it. So. God bless if you're not getting anything this year, right?
Right.
So
you have to come forward and be like, oh no, we spent that on these things, and we improved this, and did these things.
And in fact, you want to come in like just look. We were
so short.
Yeah, short. Or look, we were $111 over budget because of this one thing we had to do. So that
nice.
And that means you planned it exactly. You spent everything you said you're going to do, and but you still have a little bit of. We were a little short because of this. So this year we're going to give us some more room to do this other thing, you know. And so you never come in under. You always want to be just like a little over. Even hitting it right on the nose is not favorable. You want to come in just a little bit short every year.
And then while you're doing that, the guy that you're talking to, in his mind, he's thinking to himself, they're coming in a little bit over so they can ask for more money this year.
Yes.
And I have to somehow compete with that to prevent them from doing that. Maybe I'll give them as little more money as possible. It's just like snakes eating each other.
Oh, 100%.
Slowly withering.
100%. But the army and business is no different, right? It's like look,
it's the same.
It's the same thing. It's like look, but it's just in conversations. God damn, I don't want to go talk to that guy again. Yeah, it's like man, god damn, we just argued about how I didn't need this, and I finally got it. So help me. We're gonna shoot off all of these.
Now I've realized, we worked through it.
Yep.
All right, Clantel, I think I'm going to get out of here.
Okay.
I'm going to keep an eye on things. I'll hit you up tomorrow.
Yeah.
If we need to do another impromptu EAY, of course, I'll let you guys know.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here, everybody. Appreciate it, Tom. Thanks for supporting Cloudtown. He's awesome. Make sure to follow him. Subscribe to his channel as soon as he gets affiliate.
Dude. They came back and said I did it wrong. Twitch came back and said I did it wrong, rejected. Within the same hour, I had it resubmitted. And so
okay, great.
I'm looking forward to tomorrow, the next business day, to have it rectified.
Awesome. Nice.
Hopefully.
Great.
Hopefully.
Right. I'm going to be #1 sub. I got you if I have internet.
Oh, bro. Come on now.
Stay motivated. Stay awesome. I'll see you guys next time.
All right. See you, Badger. Have a good one.
Bye.
Good. That's great. Yeah, that's me. That's me right now. I'm literally wearing the wolf hat this second.
Well, there you go. Okay. All right, sorry. We are now. What's up, Quack? What's up, Hassapen? Zekel, how you doing? We got Badger up on the picture, and
it's a good thing we can only hear Badger.
Aha. Okay, I had for some reason mine muted. Oh, there you go.
It's fine.
All right. Well, there you go. Hello, Jason, Shady, everybody.
Hey, Jason. How you doing?
All right. So take a second and give me and everybody else an update on what has transpired since we talked. So everybody, I think by now, has seen the picture of your street.
My street, yeah. If you haven't seen that already, you definitely should check out my Twitter, because that's on there. It's on the Discord announcements as well. That is about the highest point it got, actually. Halfway up my driveway. Certainly some car damage in my neighborhood because of it. And it luckily has not gotten higher than that. It is still raining right as we speak.
Yep.
But the bayou near us is not where it was on Saturday. It's lower than that. I think a couple inches lower than that. And it seems like the rain has not been as intense. It hasn't been just pouring rain,
right, like
it was on Saturday.
Right.
So I think we're okay. I don't think we're gonna have to leave the house for 12 hours. Like, yeah, we're gonna have to evacuate 100%.
Oh,
the house is gonna flood.
Right.
If it had kept up for 2 more hours with the rain that it had on Saturday, we would definitely had water in the house, 100%.
Oh yeah.
Now, there's the picture in chat from Shady. Thank you, Shady.
Oh, there it is. Thank you. Thank you very much. I was just going to pull that up. There you go. Oh, that sucks. God dang. Yeah, that is rapidly approaching. So let's put Badger up on here.
I think the true tragedy of the situation is, and I've been constantly checking this. This is basically by my metric for how well Houston is doing with this. Not a single Whataburger is open.
Right. Yeah, I was gonna say, I was about to write it down on a piece of paper before you said it. Just say, all right, he's gonna say something about Whataburger right here.
Definitely. Everyone's also been sending me the picture of a Whataburger sign that's been partially damaged, but it has the text underneath it.
Yes.
It gave proof through the night that our flag was still there.
Right. Saw that one. That was good.
That's a good one. I've only been tweeted that one 3 times, no less. 3 times. So keep that one coming, guys. I don't mind.
Yeah, that's a good one. I mean, I mean, you say that sort of thing, but there are some, I guess you'd call them like a bellwether, like a little an indicator of of what is going on, and that's certainly one of the things that you can say is, okay, well, what is happening to local commerce? Is business still allowed to run? And some businesses, like if mine were there, we would immediately, if it were happening in my city, in my business, we'd say, oh, shut down, no problem. Right. There's no real burden to be open and to work from here and to work from home. There's no imminent deal where you got to be open every day to sell your money, right, or to sell your product. But there is a burden for fast food places to move product, right? So definitely,
if they had anything sitting in the Whataburger when it was closed down, it's done. They probably have to. I mean, especially if the power went out there, that's all trash, and you have to get new stuff. So, once Whataburgers are back up, we made it, guys.
Yeah, thank you guys for hosting, and thank you guys for hosting and all of that. Someone can make sure Badger's channel hosts this as well, so you know we're here.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'm not sure if Toaster is around.
Shady's here.
I think Shady might be able to do it.
Shady can do it, I think.
I'm not sure. Shady, believe in you. Log into Toaster's account, and then...
I actually did it yesterday. There's a Whataburger stand.
I thought Toaster did it yesterday. I wasn't sure. Kurt, it's good to see you. How you guys doing?
We can see chat. Good. Okay.
I can't see chat, yes.
All right, good deal.
I think that's should be part of the live stream thing.
So
I will have to do an update video talking about the fact that we have made it through the streak, and the streak is not broken, because yesterday I did an hour 30 minutes live with you.
Yeah.
And this will be another hour live as well. So
I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to stitch all these together for number 74 and just call them the Harvey Chronicles.
Yeah, I like that. That's a good idea. Yeah.
Because
things have been very interesting and stressful.
Yeah. Yeah. So tell me about this. So tell me about your thought process as the water was coming up, because at some point you go for, I'm just watching this, there's no big deal, to too.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
It was like that. It was like, there's no problem. It's fine. It's totally fine. We are not in the landfall area of Hurricane Harvey. There's not a big deal. It's totally cool. I went to bed at like 6 a.m. Friday. And unbeknownst to me, not 6 a.m., 6 a.m. Saturday, unbeknownst to me, at that point, it had rained so hard that I could not have left my house. So it went from I had no worries whatsoever to I could not have left if I wanted to.
Right,
Like, I couldn't
right.
find anywhere. So it happened quick, super fast. And it was spooky because of that. Like, at that moment, I realized, man, I messed up. I should have had some pre-prep. I didn't realize. I didn't know. Somehow it went past me that the rain would be this bad and the flooding would be so catastrophic throughout the entire city.
Well, two things that you can attribute that to is, one, only the old folks are watching local news anymore, right?
Yeah.
Nightly, right? And getting routine. Everyone else is getting bits off their phone or whatever. Maybe CNN if you're lucky, whatever that is. But yeah, there's not a ton of hey, you don't hear the same thing for 45 minutes per night, 7 days a week leading up to the event, right? You don't hear that.
Right.
If everyone was tuned to local news like we were, say, 20 years ago, then yeah, maybe so. Maybe we hear about that and we react differently. But if I was where you were and I was watching Hurricane Harvey, I would have the same thing of, okay, we're inland sufficient enough. We're gonna get we're gonna get some rain. We're gonna get some wind, but it's just gonna be like a front,
Right. It's gonna rain kind of hard. And there may be some flooding, right? That's like the expectations for this were so different from the reality of it. I am the next hurricane. I'm gonna be more prepared. I have kind of promised myself that this time, because if it had just been, like I said, another couple hours of raining like it did, I don't know what we would have done with the animals. Like my pet rats, my pet tarantula.
Right.
They're not coming with, right?
Right. So what do you do?
That really sucks.
You put a bunch of. My idea was, if I had your pet layout, maybe I would try and put a bunch of food in there, throw them up in the attic.
Right.
Right. And just say, good luck, guys. This is all I can do. Because you can't.
That's terrible.
Right. That seems the best, right? Because you can't put them outside.
Nope.
Right? Can't put them outside.
You could let them go.
You could let them go, which they've never hunted before, right?
Right.
So
probably not going to end well there either.
Right. Or I think the best chance they have is you let them go outside. You let them go outside. You put them up in the. You don't let them go out. Sorry, I just said that. You put them up in the attic. And you go, okay, good luck, bro.
Hopefully it doesn't get that bad to where you guys are flooded out. I mean, that would be
right.
It'd be tough.
Right. And then, so it doesn't get that. It may get high, but at least they're not on the ground. They're not on the thing. They're not being flooded in water in their cage or anything, right? So
hopefully not.
Luckily,
that's not going to be a problem now.
So I have a buddy who has my cube neighbor grew up in Anahuac, which is on the east side of Houston. That is closer to sea level than where Badger is, so it flooded more quickly. It had a similar amount of rain to where you are. Badger say West Houston, and that is farther from that. This would be east of Houston, is where Anahuac is. And they had, I think FEMA came by. Their house flooded, 4 feet of water in their house. Sucked. Whew. And they were sitting out on their roof, basically, and a gigantic dump truck came by, is what he reported. And so they said, get in. And they said, sorry, we are not taking dogs.
We're here for humans.
Yeah, this is people rescue. We do not have capacity or facilities or anything else to do dogs. So I'm so sorry, but you got to leave your dog. And
I'm like, all right, I'll see you guys later then.
Right. And then you got to make a choice. And then they also said, hey, we're not coming back. So this is your one shot to get on this boat. So do not miss your chance to blow this opportunity once in a lifetime. You know, that's it.
Mom spaghetti.
Mom spaghetti. It's it. You're done. And so
that's pretty terrifying.
Yeah. And so what ended up happening is they did get on. Somebody was able to call and get a hold of another friend that said, no problem. There's a couple of folks that are, as long as your dog has a tag on it, there were like 3 or 4 other folks running around that same neighborhood grabbing pets because they were basically following the dump truck right behind it and going, we're getting your pets there. And they were basically saying, get on that dump truck. Don't leave that behind. We got your dog. And in that way, they were saving human life. If you think about it, right? They were helping.
Yes, they were.
They were helping humans make that decision of, hey, don't worry, we're pros. We got this. We got your dog. You get on that dump truck. We're good. And as long as your dog had a collar on it, we'll get it back to you. And she did. They did get their dog later. So it was really cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
That is a real concern for this household. We really
100%.
care about our animals.
Right.
So
if you have someone, if you
issue.
have a dummy like Buster, hey, we're out. Peace. See you, bro. If you have a special dog like Annie, all right, now we're having some really hard decisions to make, right?
Right. That's a member of my family. It would be the same as abandoning a child or me, right? It would the choices there would be so hard to do. I'm very glad it didn't have to happen.
Oh yeah.
Even my rats, I don't want to put them in danger. I have ownership of them.
Right. But you certainly have a hierarchy of, if you got to take one or you got to take two, like you have it in your mind, whether you admit it or not, you have it in your mind.
Yeah.
Of, hey, this is the one I want. This is the one this is what, if I had to, you know, you got Ashley and you got Annie, and then you got a hierarchy, right? So.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah. It's luckily not a big deal though. It didn't ever come to fruition that this had to be a thing. So,
yeah.
Oh man, it was. I think the stress was worse than anything else.
Honestly.
Oh
yeah. Okay. So tell me how Ashley's doing. I want to hear about her thoughts and if she's freaking out or what or.
She was in the time that I was like, it's not a big deal. There's nothing gonna happen. It's just, it totally missed this Hurricane Harvey. It's fine. She was like, no, the house is gonna go blown over. We're all gonna die. Like it's the extreme opposite of me from pretty much second one there. So like she was not happy with anything that was going on. She was quite sure. Okay, so what was gonna happen? Like we were pretty sure that we were gonna evacuate, and there was one moment where I was like, okay, we packed up all our stuff. I have water. We have food. We have toiletries. We have MREs, right? All that stuff's packed up. And Ashley's like, okay, I'm putting all the cats into these three crates, and we're going to carry them. I'm like, no, that's not going to happen. We cannot carry the cats in the crates. And she's like, okay, I will carry the crates.
Okay.
No, you can't, Ashley, there's no way that you can carry these crates. Fine. I'll put all the 3 cats in one crate, and I'll carry nothing else. Okay. Hopefully we don't have to run.
Right. Because if you
that was it. There was no more arguing that I could have done there. Like that was it. She was gonna drown to death, or take the cats.
Oh my goodness.
That's Ashley.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. That's that's and to some degree, the other side, they're programmed to do that sort of stuff, right?
Sure.
The same way we're programmed to solve problems, right?
Yeah. I care about the cats. I love the cats. Great. They're fantastic. They're part of the family. But at the moment where it's either me and Ashley in trouble, all the animals do have to take a backseat. Because like you said, there is a hierarchy there.
Yeah, there is a hierarchy.
There is no way I was going to ruck those cats multiple miles to high ground.
Right.
It just wasn't going to happen because I wouldn't be able to do it.
Well, you got to think about it. If one hike, if a 3-hour hike turns into a week's worth of rough situations where there is no rest, you've just blown out all your exercise and your energy on this one hike at the very start of your adventure, right?
Right. And it wasn't going to go away once we got to high ground, right?
Right.
The situation wasn't over.
Right. And by the way, even if you are sitting, you are still stressed, right? And and operating at a yellow, which is you're not at red, you're not at black, right? You're probably at condition yellow, and you're going to be like, if you evacuate, you're probably at condition yellow. Even if you didn't evacuate, you probably were running at yellow for the last, 48 hours, right?
Oh, definitely.
That
sleep
takes
is not
fatigue,
sleep
right?
At this point. To close my eyes and go to bed was impossible. 2 hours of sleep at maximum. I would wake up, I would go outside, look at the water level, look at some data on my phone. There was absolutely no way that there was any normal semblance of my life going on in the past couple of days.
Right. So did she? Did she calm as you increased your stress level? Did she kind of latch into, okay, he's on board now, I can relax?
I'm not sure. That's a good question. Yeah, maybe so. Maybe, all right, William has finally woken up to this issue, and now maybe I can be more relaxed about this because we're actually getting stuff done.
Now I can divide the worry by 2 instead of having 100% of the worry, right?
That's maybe you're absolutely right, because like I said, 100%, I was like, nah, it'll be fine. It's not a big deal. Don't worry about it. We're stressing for nothing for a minute.
Right. So is her work off?
Yeah, definitely. She didn't have to go to work today, and they've also called in saying that she won't have to go to work tomorrow.
Okay, fantastic. So, are the roads beginning to open up?
Oh, that's no. I would say no on that one. I think that right now we're basically in the same road closure situation as we have been, in that I could basically not travel anywhere. I definitely can't get into Houston. I couldn't get to any of my relatives' houses. Certainly, still the best thing at this moment is to not move at all, because it'd be more dangerous to be driving on the road, not know about a dip in the road and then go into water and then be stuck there.
Oh, 100%.
Because definitely what we would have packed up is all the animals that we're not leaving behind. So that would be, that's still hyper dangerous.
Right. So I want to show, see if I can do this properly. I have a couple of windows to show. Oh, not that one. This one. Thank you very much. What is that? I don't have my alerts up, so thank you for the follow and/or host, guys. Appreciate that.
Hey, Lost Warrior. Battery looks a little bit stiff today. Nah, man, I'm feeling great.
Yeah. Oh, that was it.
It's good to see you, man.
Yeah.
I appreciate you being around.
So let me. What is the OBS command? Is Alt to unzoom in? It's Alt. Yes, Alt. That's what it is.
Wolfie, how you doing? Krusty Juggler, what's up? Guys, I'm so sorry I haven't been able to stream. It really sucks to be away from work. Really.
Yeah, so one point while I'm fiddling around with this window is that so if you are watching this and Badger is actually not able to do what his job is. So he is losing work days, actually.
I am. And I promise you, Shop Talk, I definitely have lost subscribers in the past 2 days. I'm almost positive. I haven't checked. I'm not going to worry about it until internet is back.
Yeah.
But 100% money has been lost.
Right.
And I will have to work super hard to gain these multiple days of no activity on my YouTube channel and no activity on my Twitch channel back.
Right. I'll show you guys. I want to put up a little website for you guys. If you guys are curious to know what's going on around Badger, and see, one is just go to weather.com and go check out the weather, and you can just look at it. You can just say he's already revealed that he's somewhere in northwest Houston. You can see the hurricane over it, right? So we don't give out address or anything. But the other thing is, this is the website I'm showing right now is Houston TransStar, and that is public links to all of the cameras that are up. It's up for all the traffic.
Oh,
and
cool.
Right now you can see I've pulled up. There's one that says I-10 Katy, which is out near. It is the I-10 splits Houston basically in half. Half of it is above I-10 north, and half of it's below I-10 south. And Katy is on the west side. If you kind of pretty much Badger is fairly a good bit north of Katy, but I-10 is a major thoroughfare out of Houston. Right? It's a big deal. So pretty much you can say if it's raining at this intersection, I-10 Katy, it's raining at Badger's house. It's pretty much there. So you can kind of look through these intersections. I know this camera is very small, But I'm going to put this link here put this link in chat. It's called if you just Google Transtar Houston. But
I think that road should be a river now. I'm pretty sure it's a river currently. Not
right.
A road.
So freeways are just they're empty, right? Okay, there's one car on there, right? There's Katie at Blaylock.
Actually, there's stories going around that people have gotten onto freeways and then not be able to get off.
Right.
They got onto when the flooding was a little lower. When they tried to get off, the flooding had increased again, and there's no off ramp. They literally are stranded on the highway.
Sucks. Yeah. So here's the one that we were talking about yesterday. The intersection that Badger said was underground. It was I-10 Katy at SH6. So I-10 and 6 runs kind of north-south, kind of like a loop, right? But I-10 and 6.
It's 10 minutes away from me.
Right, that's very close. So if that's the one you wanna look at. But that intersection, if it's raining on that camera, it's raining at Badger's house, and so you can kind of look through these cameras. The I-10 Katy about Fry and Mason, that's exits all along I-10 Katy. But you can see droplets on the camera. You can see cars there. But that is the one. This is a nice deal to say, okay. One, I can look at the radar, but I'm not really sure Badger is. Here is an intersection that is a good indicator of what is up. And you can see that the raised elevated freeway is good. And now it looks like the lower feeder road is also good at both of those.
Oh, nice.
But then the ditch over, if you kind of look off to the right, the yard of whatever business that is over here on the left is pretty full. You know, and yeah.
I think that it's definitely getting better right now.
Right.
I'm tempted to go drive around. Probably tomorrow I'm going to go do some driving around just to get a look at what everything looks like around us.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't know what the situation is going to be with the internet. I'm just happy that I have electricity right now.
Oh, 100%. And water?
Yeah, we have water. It's held out. Man, the moment where I was like, oh, this is actually a bad thing, I started collecting water like crazy. I filled up the bathtub full of water. I was like, instantly, all right, we're not taking showers anymore. This is a water reservoir right now.
Right.
Because if we're running out of water is the easiest and fastest method of really getting yourself in trouble.
Oh, yeah, 100%. Yeah,
we can just do it by standing in front of these cameras. Kurt, what a great idea.
Yeah, you can just go out there. Hey, everybody. Here's my link. I'm live.
Yeah, TVG Badger.
Yeah. So anyway, there you go. I found that earlier today. I just started looking for.
That's cool. I'll use that right now, actually.
Houston. I just started Houston traffic cameras, and I found this Houston's Transtar, and you can get. There's emergency info and all of this over here, and transit info and road safety. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff there. Traffic conditions. You can see what's going on. But anyway, you can. And by the way, just go around here and look. It's kind of like a government city-sponsored Google map, that you can kind of motor around in. Kind of fun. But anyway, the I-10 at Katy intersection at Highway 6 or anywhere the I-10 Katy is a good indicator of what's going on there. So,
yep.
I was looking today, and it is currently raining there, right?
Yes, it is currently actively raining.
Right. So, but it is not coming down at the rate it is. So, I mean, we were talking about this.
Man.
We were talking about this. Oh yeah, we were talking about this yesterday. Is that Houston can empty itself pretty darn quick. If you think,
I feel like, I mean, this is catastrophic flooding. Like this is the worst flooding in the past 200 years.
Mm-hmm.
So the city has not, in its current state and infrastructure, ever had to deal with something like this.
Right.
Not even close.
Right. So, I mean, there was some pretty good range. I mean, we went through. I was at college at the time, but my parents were still in Houston. I ended up coming down to Houston to actually go help my mom in Hurricane Ike, which hit Houston a while back. There's also some flooding around in the 90s in the late 90s when I was in there. When we lived in when I was with my parents in Houston, and yeah, the Houston does a really good job for being a bayou coastal city of emptying itself, and it has a pretty darn good infrastructure. Like something that happens something this big hits New Orleans, and and Badger Street just never drains, right? You think about it, in like 12 hours, it came up, and then it came pretty much down pretty darn quick, right? And I'm looking at these freeways, and stuff is starting to drain pretty quick. Like the infrastructure for Houston, being able to move water is really it's way better than you would think in a coastal city. Like Houston itself has done a much better job than you would think of able to like drain itself in these times, because like the similar thing happened in Katrina, and that water stayed there for like 8 days. And I mean, it's so far it's been 1 day, and stuff kind of is starting to move. You can see, Badger Street is now back, right? And you're like, okay, tomorrow I might can start moving around, right? Oh no,
maybe, yeah,
yeah,
we'll
not in New Orleans. No, oh no. Like city management in New Orleans is way worse than city management in Houston. So
I think Houston's done a great job, actually. I think we've all dealt with it really well. There has been deaths already, mostly because of people driving into high water. And I mean, the order has been, do not leave your house since this really began, unless you're actually being evacuated and water is to the point where you can't stay in your house anymore. You shouldn't leave. So it's been really up to individuals to stay safe at some point, right, and to put themselves at risk. I've heard a couple of helicopters going over. Definitely the National Guard boys have been out and rescuing people and stuff like that from the roofs of their houses and stuff. Some of Ashley's coworkers have been one of their coworkers had to get on a kayak to get out of his house.
Oh,
so it's been, certainly people have lost their entire homes, like gone. Everything
mercy.
Gone. All their stuff. I mean, and that's not even talking about where the hurricane even made landfall and just totally destroyed a house. A lot. I mean, not just a house, tons of houses, tons of trailers, tons of just everything. Livestock has been killed. Like this thing has been. It's not messing around. It's angry about something.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let me put up some slides. I'm going to make this a slideshow.
I think the pictures really tell a story.
Yeah.
Pretty harshly, in fact. Like the picture's worth 1,000 words. Those things are pretty blunt. You see people just stuck on a highway. Water is just places water should not be.
Right.
In Houston. I think Houston's the third largest city in the United States.
Yeah, third or fourth, something like that.
This is a huge number of people affected by this.
Yep, and there's other folks that are just, we've seen some hilarious ones where there was this dude, he was sitting on one of those rafts, like some orange pool raft. And
probably a kiddie raft, yeah.
Yeah, it's sitting in a kiddie raft, and he's like in the middle of the street, and he's got this giant fat J sticking out of his mouth. He's just chilling and loving life, man. He's just, whatever, dude.
I think that's how you got to be, honestly. When everything is falling apart around you, yeah, whatever. I think that one of the most stressful things for me was that nothing actually happened. Like I didn't actually have to evacuate,
right,
but I was ready to do so.
Yeah.
So like I never got to do the thing. It was fight or flight, but I didn't do either.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't go outside and punch the water to death. I couldn't run away because so we were just stuck inside, literally just hoping that our house wouldn't be in a situation where I'm looking at so many pictures of people. I mean, there was an old folks home where the old folks were literally just stuck in the water. I mean, they weren't even strong enough to pull themselves up to higher ground.
Yep, that's the one that's the one that's in the slideshow that I just saved down. So there you go. All right, let me see if I can do this slides here. I've done it impromptu before.
You're doing a great job, Connor. Thanks for carrying me, man.
Yeah, you bet, man. That's what we're here for. So you do a slideshow, AIMGSS, floods is what we'll call it. And let's add.
West dude, certainly as soon as I get an opportunity, the very first thing I'm going to do is go purchase some Whataburger.
Yeah.
I think that'll be indicator for me that we survived. My internet, when that comes back, that'll be fantastic. Content has been very kind of me to help me out in the situation where I have to use my phone basically to do a stream. But Whataburger, that's where it's at.
That's where it's at, man. All right. What you're seeing now, I'm cycling through those images that Shady put up, and I think they're transitioning just a little bit fast. So let me Let me slow those down just a hair. Where's that setting? I think you can... Properties. Oh, yeah. Time between in milliseconds. Okay, well...
Kurt says those elderly that were in that picture were rescued, so that's great to hear.
Yeah. All right, there you go.
There has certainly been a lot of rescue operations going on for stranded people from both the military and also civilians. A lot of people with flatbed boats have been just driving, boating around, and picking people up, moving things, helping out, not getting paid to do so, that's for sure. And so, the spirit of Texas, man.
Yeah.
Everyone's helping each other out, for sure.
Good. Yeah, the interesting thing about it is I've never wanted an airboat worse in my life. Because, like, that would be...
It's totally useless otherwise until it floods.
Right. I mean, what else there's no other use for an airboat ever. Like, one of those, that thing right there. It's on the thing right now. It's just like a little flat panel boat with a giant fan. There's nothing that really sticks into the water. It's just run on air.
Swamp boat,
yeah. And what you don't want is to be running around your normal boat and get something caught up on the motor or damage your boat motor. And in this case, the boat motor's up out of the water. Yeah, and then you need rescue, right? So, anyway, there's lots of folks that were pulling up. I saw a bunch of stories about how folks are just, I put the wrong thing. Hang on. I forgot the
there's definitely lots of stories of people helping each other out. Kayaking. I've seen a couple pictures of people with floating mattresses, which I thought was a great idea. Ingenuity right there.
Right.
Just blow up your air mattress and then float it out there. Put your stuff on there. 10 out of 10 right there.
Yep. Let me see. Picture.
I was considering taking one of my doors off the door handle and using that as a raft if absolutely necessary.
Oh, yeah.
Because we got a couple doors. You could put them together, have a tiny raft. This is where mine was at, guys. Okay, I needed a boat. I was going to make a boat if necessary.
I'm Googling Hurricane Harvey floating smoking weed. This is a great picture. Saw this on MJ today.
At least he'll be relaxed about the whole situation. I could probably do it some right now. My stress level's so high.
Yeah, I mean,
doctor prescribed. All right, I'm down with it. Let's do it.
Well, I mean, remember, as we learned, there are two strains. There's indica and sativa, and one of them makes you. I don't remember which one is which, but one of them makes you super just chill and all that, and the other one makes you just paranoid as all hell. So.
Maybe it would have been worse, yeah.
You probably want the one that makes you relax. You probably want to make sure you got your strain right, I guess, if you hit the wrong one. And then you just, then you realize you're this little flesh bag clinging to this blue planet hurling through infinity, just cowering for dear life.
For reminding me.
Yeah. No, oh no. Yeah. And by the way, there's not even a rock to cling on. I'm on this raft. I'm floating who knows where. Yeah,
that could have been the life. Luckily, it has not been. I really hope Hurricane Harvey just f's off at this point.
Yeah,
you can rain, go away. Come again another day. Yeah, I think we should be okay though.
Yeah, I'm glad to hear that. Let me look at weather.com and see if there's any. See about your. See, I guess I still have your.
Certainly, news coverage on this subject has been massive.
Yeah.
It's massive to the point where I've been looking at this and be like, hey, maybe this is an opportunity to make some content.
Well, I mean, that's the other thing is you could probably still record just off air, record into the talk into the can, I guess. But it's not going anywhere.
I think maybe that's what I'll drive around Houston a little bit tomorrow and see if we get some footage and stuff.
Good idea.
People are certainly interested in Hurricane Harvey, and I'm here right in the center of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we might do West Dude. I mean, I probably could just live stream it, honestly. Yeah, I will live broadcast on YouTube, possibly. We'll see what we do. I like to broaden my horizons. I'm not exactly a news channel, but it is pertinent to the primary creator, so it kind of makes sense to do that.
Right on. Let me pull up this radar map here.
This #1 world news right now, right? So it kind of makes sense to cover it. So I guess on my way to Whataburger, Texas, you want anything? There's a submarine.
Yeah, sub. All right, let's see if I can shrink this down a little
Where do I
bit.
get one of those, Shady? This is really well photoshopped, actually. I like how the submarine is smaller than a car, though.
All right.
Yeah, Lost Warriors here. I know there are a couple people. Steve is also here, Lost. There's a lot of people on the Discord who were talking about them being in the rain and having to deal with stuff.
All right, so we got the
Lost
radar.
power went out.
All right, I put a pin in the radar, which is right at that intersection where our camera was for the TransStar camera. It's just right at Katy and right along I-10. And if you can't, I'll just zoom in. There is no open area of not rain on the screen. Could zoom out and I can still start seeing other cities around it, but there is still. Let me put this thing in motion. And you just look at it for just a second. Watch this thing fly through.
Also, so your power came back on. I mean, someone had to go work on that, man. There's some utility worker out there fixing your power this morning. So that's amazing.
Man, those guys, I actually witnessed that in Hurricane Ike. I saw it. I mean, when I say it was 100 trucks, I mean it was at least 100 trucks on the freeway, all with all kinds of cable and ladders and all this sort of stuff, and they had little lightning bolts on their side, like I think it was HL&P or the old HL&P for Hurricane Ike, and I saw them just all. I mean, basically they had to move. You know, they kind of created a traffic incident because they were going out to the areas to go restore power to everybody, and I actually happened to be on that same freeway when they dispatched everybody to go out. Okay, right, roads are clear. Let's do this thing. Right, it's now no longer more dangerous to be on the road. Let's hit it. And I saw. Yeah. I mean, they dispatched very, very quickly, and power was on. I mean, with most of the city that same day. Like they had their stuff together.
It's great to hear, because not having electricity, because it's still hot outside. Not having AC, people could still die from exposure. They could still die from them going to a hospital that does not have power. So those heroes out there who are fixing the power, shout out to those guys.
Oh, yeah. The other thing is that you're right, is that as the hurricane is still kind of, that's a tropical storm, but it's going out over the Gulf and picking up and coming back over. It's still just spinning, which sucks.
Yep. It doesn't have any indication of stopping until Friday. So
yeah.
We'll see. I think probably things will be more under control. Texans already don't like rain very much, but I think that once the roads are okay to drive on, we'll get back to a semblance of reality again.
All right, so what do you think about, I don't know. I think we've already talked about how you don't have a whole lot of ties to family. Your job can take you just about, you can live pretty much wherever as long as you have a good internet connection.
Yeah.
Has this given you second thoughts about living on the coast?
I don't feel like I live on the coast, though. Like,
I know. You kind of, yeah. And if we were Friday night, I would say no. He doesn't really live on the coast.
Yeah. No, it's fine. I'm northwest side of Houston. If the south side of Houston isn't being evacuated, I'm pretty okay.
I'm
they
good.
are way closer to the coast than us. So, I mean, my expectations for this to happen again, maybe in the next 200 years, if I'm still alive, I'll think about not being here. Like, sure, I'm okay with moving. It doesn't really. I don't feel like Hurricane Harvey is going to affect a choice to move somewhere else. Because I mean, this is so insane. This is
right.
Unprecedented.
Right. It was beyond expectation for just about everybody, right? I mean, when when I was first kind of made aware of it, it was still out in the Gulf, and it was either Houston, and the talk with me and my mom was, oh man, I'm glad we don't live in Houston anymore, so we don't really have to worry about it. But I did have, so I don't have any relatives in. Other than you, I don't have any family in Houston, so. I did have family in Corpus, and we were like, "Oh crap!" So we are hosting a family in Corpus.
Really?
My uncle, they're kind of passing back and forth they flew out here a while, almost the last couple flights they flew out here, and like it was, they kind of arrived and just with just a suitcase of whatever they could throw in there because they had to get out, and so we're kind of passing them back and forth between houses to shower, and a couple of them are sleeping here, there, and around, Cool. And so I was messaging my mom last night. I was talking about this. It's like, hey, if they need to come shower at my place, it's fine. You can go shower over there, whatever. And she said, "This is funny. This is how much she pays attention to what I do. This is great." She said, "My friends in Houston are in a mess. They waited too long to leave. It breaks my heart, but I'm so thankful we don't live there. Whew." And I said, "Yeah, William is stuck." And she goes, No, its name is Harvey."
Great, thanks, Mom. Thanks.
Yeah. And I said, No. I said, No, William, my show buddy. And she goes, "Oh, okay."
Oh, okay. He's stuck.
There you go. Hey,
big
Mom.
deal.
I know you're not watching this show because you don't know who William is.
Thanks, Mom.
Thanks, Mom. Good job.
No. His name is Harvey.
Oh.
Harsh. Wow. I think as far as my friends and family are concerned, we had it the worst as far as people that I'm like really, really close to.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely, my mom is totally fine. All of Ashley's direct family is totally fine. We literally had it tougher than somehow people south and northeast of us. I guess our location was such that we had a lot of rainfall more than anything else, and the infrastructure wasn't as good, so it getting almost into the house was as worse as it could be for my location, I guess.
So we may have a family member with a house who's just blown up. We don't know. He has not really been able to. I mean, they're not booking flights back to court. I mean, it's like you still can't go. So anyway,
do they know when they're going to go home?
I think they're going to try and go home tomorrow. So anyway, TVG Harvey, TVG Harvey. That's good.
That's going to be our new email when we get more subs.
Right.
It's going to be a tornado.
Well, cool. So what we'll do is this will be the Harvey Chronicles, and what I want you to do is for comparison right after we're done. If it's right after we're done, go take the same picture from the same angle that you did with those cars where you're flooded street, and post that in Twitter if you would, so we can see the comparison between before and after and the water receded and all that.
So it's good, yeah. I think definitely tomorrow also we'll have a big tour around where we can.
That's good. So, guys, here's the thing. So, we didn't talk about this before, so Badger, you need to shut up for a minute because I'm going to say this for you. So, Badger has lost a couple days of work. He will probably lose several more days of work. Likely, because internet's important, but it is on the bottom of the hierarchy in terms of services restored. I'll tell you what. Yeah. Power and water, human life first, then water, then power, and all of that sort of stuff goes first. So if there is a data pipe that is broke or shorted out or something, the electricity and the water gets there first. So he may be out of this for a while. So if you have, I will definitely not. I'll usually never ask for any of this. Badger usually never asks for any of this other than just for supporting the stream. But be a good way to help because if he don't stream, he don't eat. So if there is a day that you want to hit him up with a tip, don't do the treat stream because they can't get to him. But hit him up with a tip if you have been on the fence of whether or not he's going to sub or not. Hit him up with a sub. Today is that day to do it because he is absolutely missing work. And in fact, I've said this before. If you're on the fence of hitting me and Ash with a tip or a sub or whatever, and you are torn between me or Badger, pick Badger because we've got a long runway. Badger's runway is tomorrow. Like he needs to eat tomorrow. So he just did his full-time job. So please hit him up. So
thanks. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and if nothing else, follow him on Twitter, subscribe on YouTube. All that stuff helps. If you can't, if you want to do any of the tipping or the direct tips or the subs or anything, any of that, just hit that. Be a viewer and and come hang out with us every time we stream and every time we do it. So if we do not, until his internet is restored, we will likely do something like this where we just bust in for an hour, and we're gonna do our thing like this, and we'll talk about Harvey, and we'll ask some. I usually think of a bunch of good questions to ask him, like about Whataburger or commentary on hierarchy or pets, and like I thought about when I was driving here. I had a bunch of stuff to do today, but I was driving home. I thought, I'm going to ask about the Ashley angle because she's got it. I had a feeling that it was going to go like that, where you were relaxed and she was freaking out, and then once you got into go mode, she probably rolled over to, all right, he's got this. I'm good. I can relax, right?
Yeah, I'll ask her about that.
No,
I think that's interesting.
How is she sleeping, or do you know?
I think you're right, because she slept fine. She's like, oh no, I'm great. She's hanging out. She's watching TV. She's watching movies.
Oh.
She seems much less stressed now than like you said before. I was even worried. Before I was worried, she was like totally losing it.
Yeah. Well, that's good. And by the way, this is like her new house, right?
Oh yeah, that's the thing, right? This house has never flooded before.
Right.
And then we got it.
Yeah.
And it has not even been here. Like, we have not been in here. We barely settled into the new house, and the most catastrophic flood in the last 200 years has hit Houston. Like, cool story, guys. Thanks, Harvey.
Mm-hmm. And by the way, the funny part is, have you seen that movie, The World According to Garp?
I have not.
Okay, Robin Williams. It was, I think it's some from the 80s. It's a very funny movie. He and his wife are with a realtor, and they're looking at this house, and they're trying to decide if they're buying it, and they're looking at the outside. And as they're walking up to it, and they haven't gone into the house yet, they're looking at the outside and the yard and all this. Okay. A biplane, comes in and smashes into the top floor.
What?
And he immediately looks over at the realtor and says, "We'll take it." And
the price has significantly dropped just now.
Well, then he says no, and his wife said, "What?" And the realtor goes, "What?" He says, "No. This is great. The chances of anything like this happening ever again are astronomical. This has been pre-disastered. This is great."
Yeah, okay. So it's disaster-proof now. Yeah, okay.
This is going to be. This is by definition the safest house on the planet. It's like, okay, well, there you go. Hey!
Lightning never strikes twice. All right, guess what? You're right. We're good. We dodged the bullet, and I think we should be fine. The water's not going to get into the house, so yeah,
right.
We're disaster-proof.
It's like that plane could have hit the kids' room. We'll take it. Okay, well, great.
It definitely won't happen again. There's no way that plane's hitting the kids' room now.
Right. So there you go.
Good stuff. Great. Yeah.
I think about that. I think about that sort of thing all the time when disasters happen or something. I go, well, there's your one. You don't have to do that again. So.
I appreciate it. What's up, Jimmy John? How you doing today?
What's up, JJ? Bunch of stuff in. Oh, Jimmy. Let me just narrowcast here. Bunch of stuff in Discord. Go check it out about our next Factorio run. Go check that out. So.
Are you guys gonna do some more speedrunning stuff?
Yeah. The next thing we're gonna do is we're kicking around doing a death world where the biters are just on steroids. And
that'd be awesome. Yeah, I would love to watch that.
So and I don't see any other streamers doing it, and it's going to be just like an all-out, just balls-out brawl with the biters, and it's going to be way more focused on the enemy and military than it is on anything else.
Yeah, it sounds fun. Yeah. I feel like the most of the gameplay that I see from Factoria is the exact opposite.
Yeah. Biters every 5 feet. Oh, yeah. Yeah, exactly.
You can set the biters to literally be every inch of the planet. I've seen someone do that, where they set it to where biters are literally everywhere. And they made it so the biters are peaceful though, and they built around all the biters very, very slowly.
Right. Yeah. So it'll probably be something like that. So that'll be just an all-out brawl. So we're gonna. Yeah. Jimmy says we're gonna die. So
we're gonna die.
We're gonna die.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
So yeah. So it looks like the next couple of days it's going to be raining. It looks like there's going to at least be some green all the time and some bits of orange. I mean, I don't know. I know that green is okay, orange is worse. I don't know.
Yeah, something like that.
Something like that. So yeah, so if not, we'll come to you probably tomorrow. I would probably like to do we may do enough about you or this sort of show if Badger's up and conscious and all of that. We'll do that just about every. We'll probably do that before I start mine. And then
Okay.
we'll wrap this and then go straight into mine or whatever. So.
For sure. Whatever you need from me, Clowntown.
Yeah,
I'm piggybacking off you right now.
Yeah, dude.
Like I said, you're carrying me.
Yeah, dude, it's awesome. Yeah, go. I'm happy to do it, man. So,
Hey, Lost, keep us updated, okay?
yeah, keep us updated, everybody. If you're wanting to get a hold of Badger during the day and join that discussion, the best place to do it is Badger's Discord. In the general channel, there's a lot of good updates that he posts. Follow him out there on Twitter, and he's. With nothing else to do, he is quite the chatty Cathy on Twitter.
I'm pretty active on Discord and just Twitter right now. Like, all of my work energy is going to Discord and contacting people and talking to individuals and putting stuff on Twitter. So
yeah, part of being a streamer is like having that constant feedback and wanting and craving that constant feedback. And so when you're sitting there in front of your computer wanting to do edit a video or whatever, there's no feedback, so he's going to go jump into Discord and go, all right, I'm not used to not having this instant feedback and socialization and contact with people online. I need some. So
past 890 days, I have had state internet access and streamed every single one of those. So
yeah, there you go. All right, well, good. Okay, good. So let me think of one other thing. Anything else I had to ask about? All right, are you? I guess if you're going to start driving around tomorrow, you're good on animal food and all of that. You had your stock.
Our supply is fine. We're totally okay right now on food and water.
All right, and meds or anything like that. That my mom brings up meds all the time because she's in a different age bracket.
We have Advil. We have antibiotics, stuff like that.
All right, cool.
I don't think either of us are going to be in any real danger anytime soon. But who knows?
TVG Harvey. No, Mom. His name is William.
That's really good.
No, my show friend
William.
William.
Take a picture of that.
Yeah, it was funny. So, all right, okay. So that's it. So keep in touch with him and or me on Discord, and you can figure it out where you go. But until his internet is restored, we will do this once a day and just hang out for an hour and do the thing.
Sounds like a plan, man. Thanks for being here, everybody.
And we'll do it. What else did I want to say? Let me see. Quick note. It just says, death toll from Harvey rises to 8, with 30,000 expected to flee to Texas sheltered. That was 2 hours ago. 30,000 people displaced. But eight people, I'd say mostly because of high water crossings and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. That's exactly what the death is from.
No, it's named Harvey.
No. Hey, thanks,
awesome.
Has been
awesome. Okay, Badger, what do you got coming up? I'm kidding.
I do have a lot of free time, so I guess I'll try to edit some videos. Like I said before my power ran out, I'm definitely going to try to do some more vlogs. So I have time to record that stuff, so you can pretty much expect that coming out because I have so much unused work energy. I don't want to do any speed running for Troy. I could basically record stuff by myself pretty okay because I have power.
Right.
I don't want to do that stuff by myself. I really like doing it in the live format, but maybe some experimentation will come out of this. Who knows? Maybe a week without power, and I'll be a different without internet, and I'll be a different content creator by the end of that. So you should expect something coming out, but only in a huge burst once my internet is back. I can't upload or anything like that until then.
Right.
So bear with me. I literally have nothing for you guys besides this podcast for the foreseeable future.
Right on.
The Discord though.
Yeah, right on.
Oh, also the Terraria speedrunning community has gone through a lot of changes recently. It's under new management. Air Guitarist is now the global moderator for speedrun.com, and I encourage you guys, if you're on the fence about speedrunning, now is the time to get into it because it's about to be revitalized. We have a bunch of new people in there, or I'm going to be a big part of it now as well. So it's going to change a lot. So if you haven't done any Terraria speedrunning, this is the moment to get into it.
Awesome. Yep. Those are only positive changes. So And once your internet is back, and once we get done with this Harvey business, then let's unpack that, okay, on a different show.
Yeah, sounds good.
But let's get done with Harvey, and let's get you back up and running beforehand. Then more inside stuff about speed running and all of that sort of stuff. We'll unpack that once we get.
There is a lot to talk about on this subject.
There's a lot of unpacking to do. It's great. It's nothing but positive, and turns out I am probably wrong. So there you go.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Thanks for being here, everybody. Appreciate it a ton.
All right.
Stay motivated.
And
awesome.
Well, hang on. So I've got coming up. I'm not streaming tonight.
Oh,
I'm rapping. Yeah. Hey, think about someone else. God dang it.
No, it's enough about you. It's enough.
Yeah. For me, there's a lot of stuff going on in Discord. We're going to figure out what kind of crazy factorial run we can do. It's probably going to be something with Death World plus biters plus rails and all this. It's going to be fun because it's going to be a much more militaristic type of focus, and it's also going to take crackerjack timing because when you log in, the biters can. When anyone logs in, the biters can move. When everyone logs out, the game basically pauses. So,
all right, I see.
We all kind of now are going to have to coordinate when we want to jump in and go fight. Because if one person logs in and the biters start attacking, it's going to be a weird deal. So anyway, those sorts of dynamics are going to be introduced in. But what we're going to have on our side probably is the extended mod, which lets us get some more powerful weapons to fight them. So it's going to be interesting to see how we can unpack that. It's going to be fun. So
sounds good.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks for being here.
Thanks.
Thank you for supporting
Thank you for
Badger.
being here,
if you've ever wanted to support Badger, now is the time. This is called downtime. He can't work, and if he don't work, he don't eat. So hit him up and throw him some support. So thank you very much for being here.
Yeah, thanks again.
Thanks, out,
guys.
sir.
Stay motivated. Stay awesome. I'll be back. Don't you worry. We'll continue the streak. Thanks to Clown Town.
I'll salute for you.
And remember, stretch.
Stretch.